Welcome to another show. It's your boy Chester Sir of the Money Rules the World. We right back at you with another show. What's going on, Black Hands? Hello.
Can you hear me?
We got a little echo going on. I don't know what's going on. But welcome to the show.
It's an echo, but is it? Am I clear though? Is you hearing anything?
Oh, you clear as hell right now.
So you? Well, I
Anyway,
think if I'm clear, I think I figured out what it was.
okay. Yep. I can't wait till we get into a couple of the subjects today, though. Uh, it was a good weekend of sports. Good weekend of sports. UFC was good. Boxing was good. Uh, pretty good. Pretty good boxing though, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. We're gonna have to touch on to this little Devin Haney. Even though I know Devin Haney ain't shit. We gonna be for real, man. I mean, but at the same time, he looked good last night, man, and that's for real. We might take a couple of little looks at how he was looking last night, and Benavidez, the monster, woo, he went he went crazy last night on my man's. I was like, damn, I think he broke his nose and everything, but it was a good little thing going on.
Did he knock him out, or he just beat him up?
Oh, he knocked him out. Oh, he knocked him out. Welcome to another show. You got AZ, My Zone, and Black Hands. Welcome to the show. We was just talking about that Benavidez fight last night. It was pretty good, man. It was some good boxing going on, some good sports this weekend. And my man up there, it just was a lot of good going on. What you got on your mind, AZ, My Zone?
It was a wonderful weekend for sports. I just feel like it was a good weekend for boxing too. We don't really get a lot of chances to see something like that. Last night was kind of it wasn't as big, but in comparison to this, it was like shit. The night of the champions, '92. You know what I mean? Like they had nothing but championship fights in one venue. You see what I
Yeah, it
mean?
was
Like
good. Yeah,
yeah, that's I just feel like that's what keep boxing alive right there when you got when you got everybody that want to fight each other. That's a champions versus champions, and that's all I really care about as a boxing fan. Just getting the
yeah,
champions to fight each other. Everybody fight each other. All this ducking. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Terrence
They be
Crawford really
ducking, man.
exposed it. He exposed it, cuz I ain't gonna lie, he exposed it. Exposed the people that be ducking and everything. Like, yeah, we got to fight, man. It was a good fight, though. I feel like all of them was good fights. The dude Abdullah,
Yeah,
Benavidez, that was a good one. And the Haney fight was a good one too. It was some
yeah.
good fights, man.
I'm gonna tell you
So,
right now, man. Haney looked like he really trained, and it looked like he said, "I am not going to run this fight, and I'm going to beat this man up." You know what I mean? He knocked him down in the second round, pretty good, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's on." What you were saying, Black Hands?
so it's safe to say, Canelo was been ducking all the time.
Yeah, Canelo fought, but Canelo did fight. He did fight though. He fought. He didn't fight everybody he should have, but I believe he was saying, "I ain't finna get you on. Get on your own." You know, it's hating in that boxing shit, and I think that these Saudi Arabians is bringing out. Do you want the money, motherfucker, or do you want to keep talking about you just the best? Let's see who the best with the money involved too. So I believe in these Saudi Arabians get behind all this boxing, and there's no more Don Kings. There's no more, you know what I mean. All that shit is over, but it still got some shiesty motherfuckers in boxing. It's just that boxing has lost its luster through the years, but it's gaining my attention again because championship fighters are fighting champion fighters. So belts was on the line last night. Haney won a belt last night. Haney did not go in there with a belt. He went in there and took somebody's belt. That is a statement fight to me.
I thought Haney had a belt, or he moved up.
Yeah, he moved
He
up to
moved up.
welterweight. Yeah, he was at one. Well, we since we really been on him, he been at like 135. That's what Tank Shakur and all them like. Those guys was all in the same division and they never fought each other. That's the stuff
Because
I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? When Keith Thurman and you had Errol Spence and you had Sean Porter and you had Terrence Crawford all in the same division, they mostly fought each other.
well, this is the thing. Who is keeping them from fighting? Well, we know it ain't the fighters.
No, it's you know what? Uh that's a fact. It's not the fighters. It was the promoters that was trying to have a monopoly on
So
all
they
the
trying to
champions.
pocket. They trying to pad their pockets, basically. Make sure they get what they supposed to get, or it ain't gonna happen. Type of deal.
You damn right. They got it like I'm gonna
Well, they
have all the
fucking up.
best fighters.
They the ones fucking it up then.
Yeah, they fucking up, but they swing their fighters that this is a good thing for their careers. That's
So the
what
fighter
that's
is
what
just
fuck it up.
they following what the promoter is saying, thinking that he got the right formula or whatever. But meanwhile, you robbing the fans because well, it ain't the fighter, right? It ain't the fighter,
To a degree.
but they robbing the fans either way, whether it's the fighter or not. Because if just like you say, Crawford fought Sean Porter, and they was going at it. But that was the promoters was like, let's go.
That's a fact. What you saying is a fact. But the thing about it was when I'm watching boxing, my assessment is always like the boxer. You see what I'm saying? The boxer itself. And I saw Terrence Crawford. I saw his fight for free on ESPN, and that's because he was signed to Top Rank. And you got to think, this is a major fight. This is a championship fight. But then I come to find
Yeah.
out, and I'm kind of finding like, damn, man. Every time I'm watching Terrence Crawford, it's for the free, and these other guys, they getting big fights, and here he is, the champion, and nobody ain't don't want to fight him. So what really woke my eyes up is when me and Up chose who was going to win out of him in the Earl Spence fight, and Up saw it out of the gate. Like he saw it like not just because he ain't see too much of Earl. He ain't see a lot of Crawford as much as he did in the past. So when we saw it, I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, Unc saying, man, he's scared. And I'm looking like, nah, man. I'm like, that's just Earl. But in a sense, Earl knew he was gonna lose that fight. But I still give it
Man.
one of the best fights of this century because guess what? He went in that fight knowing that Terrence Crawford was the boogeyman. And he still winning that motherfucker and was trying to win that fight. But Styles make fights.
No, he thought he was gonna win that motherfucker
Yeah, yeah. Man, no, you
until
caught it, When he came
no.
out,
I'm saying,
you
I'm
caught it
saying
when you
he thought.
saw it.
I know, but I'm saying he thought I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna do what he
What I
do.
do? Yeah.
But when he got in that motherfucker, I was like, nah. It changed his mind. I don't know if it was the power of Terrence or his elusiveness or whatever it was. Like every time he countered him a good one. And that probably broke his like, damn, I might not beat this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
That was
But
the
I
most
thought,
dominated. I never
but
seen a
I thought,
champion get dominated like
but that
that because
style,
he could have been finished him.
that's why I said that style, his style, Terrence style, I knew he was gonna beat him. Cause dog, his style is different. It's just different. And he don't fight. Earl Spence don't fight like that. Even though I only saw one fight of his, but I saw two fights
Crawford.
of Crawford, and I knew, like, I was like, nah, he can't beat him. I knew it, unless he changed his style or something. But
I
if
ain't
he
tell.
cut,
Oh shit. My bad, fellas. Man, Shaduer just threw a long touchdown on third and long.
man, he threw a 52 yarder too
It's
and
23.
set
This is
him up.
first touchdown right here, though. You know, they ran it in after that. Both of them players
Yeah, I
left on the
saw that. I
20.
saw.
Hey, but back
What's
to
the
what we
thing?
were saying about that boxing, though. When it came down to it, the welterweight division, all those guys, with the exception of Keith Thurman, who left boxing, but Eric, but he fought Sean Porter. You know what I mean? Like at least they fighting each other. Like the four best was fighting each other, but now it's a lot of running. Like y'all say, Canelo been running forever. No, he didn't
Hey,
give Bivol a rematch.
he didn't want to fight that boy Benavidez, and I knew why. Well, back then I knew why, because Benavidez is bigger than him just naturally,
Yeah.
and but that motherfucker hit hard for real. So I was saying he don't want to fight him, and plus he younger. But that ain't the only one. He, like you said, he ducked the other guy, but he ducked David
Hey,
Benavidez too.
this is what uh Heavy Currency said. He said Crawford versus the Mexican monster Benavidez. Listen, I'll pay to see it. How about that? How
That's
about that?
I wouldn't, because that ain't that. Look,
Shit.
that dude too big for Crawford, man. He
What
not
is you
even in
talking
the gym.
about?
He too
Yeah,
big for Crawford.
he is. I'm talking about size wise. Like he probably can go up to heavyweight.
No, he
I don't
really.
know,
When you
man.
look at his frame,
He could.
his frame looks.
He could. He can go to heavyweight, bro. I don't know. Black hair having technical difficulties, but he can go to heavyweight. Most definitely.
Listen, I'll pay to see that fight. The way that I seen that motherfucker fight last night. You saying he can go to heavyweight? Well, what his weight is right now?
Yeah, light heavyweight.
I think light heavyweight,
He
but he
light
too
heavyweight.
big.
Light
I think he
heavyweight
too big.
division.
I think he
Even
too big
Crawford
for
said
Crawford.
he too big.
That's what I'm saying.
Even
I
Crawford
saw
said
him,
it.
but
Top
I
rank,
saw him. I was like, that dude. He was the same
top
size as
rank boxers in
The
the
motherfucker
light
he was
heavyweight
bigger.
Shadour
division.
said,
He was bigger than Canelo.
hell yeah.
So that's why Canelo was like, I ain't fucking with that motherfucker. He too
Okay,
big.
y'all. So the list is basically Bivol, Jack Betterbeef, Ramirez, Chris Smith, Joseph Parker, Ryan Raziki, Alexi Papin, David Benavidez, Jai
Okay,
Opataya,
better beef.
Usyk, them the
What you talking
lights.
about? Pound for pound?
Light heavyweights.
Oh, you name it light heavyweight, or you name the pound for pound list?
No, light heavyweights.
Oh, Usyk a heavyweight. He was a
Yeah, but he
cruiserweight.
put. Yeah, but they said that this what they got on here.
No, he a
Let's see.
heavyweight.
No, he a heavyweight champion with another.
Yeah, he a
What else they
heavyweight.
got on here? No, this just must be a list of everybody. But here we go. Devin Haney is a. I don't even know
He
that. Ain't that
welterweight.
what he got?
Devin at welterweight. He just won the WBO title last night at welterweight.
Last night.
Yeah. Yeah. When him and Ryan fought, they fought at 147. They was fighting for a vacant title at that time. But with all the controversy, it became a no contest and everything. That ended up being that vacant title. I think somebody else
Okay.
ended up fighting for it.
I don't know if y'all can see this, but okay, you're right, cuz. So this is the light heavyweight right here. This is the cruiser. You got cruiserweight. We got and then heavyweight, right?
Yeah.
So the top light heavyweights right now, that's up to 175 pounds.
Yeah. Or more.
Bivol, it's 1. Beterbiev, it's 2. David Benavidez, 3. Caleb Smith, 4. David Morrell Jr., 5. Katiev, 6. Anthony Yard that fought last night,
He
number
just fought
7.
Yarde. Anthony Yarde. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who
And
Benavidez
basically the
fought last
rest we
night.
probably won't even know them. So the next weight class is under that is super middleweight up to 106. So you saying you wouldn't like to see Benavidez and Crawford at a catch weight?
No, I wouldn't want to see that. I would want to see Crawford fight Jamal Charlo at 160 for his WBC belt. Then I would like him to unify that and go for
You
undisputed.
saying you would like to see Crawford do that?
Yeah, I like to see Crawford
That's a better route.
Jamal Charlo.
That's a better route right there.
Because that's what he said he's going anyway. He said he's going down to 160.
But Charlo ranked 7. Charlo ranked 7. He 34-0.
Okay.
And he ranked number 7. And he got you saying he got a belt?
WBC.
Okay.
So, but people forget that Crawford is still the WBO at 154. People keep forgetting that when he beat Madrimov, he won the belt. That was a title fight. So
Yeah,
if
but
he
I thought
wants
he
to, no, he ain't. I don't think he forfeited it yet.
Heavy Currency say Charlo easy work for Crawford, and I ain't gonna even lie, man. I agree, man. That's like, I don't think that's. It might bring some eyes, but it won't have me saying that. I'm just gonna see this. I don't know, man.
It would for me because I already know I know the path he on. Most boxing fans know the path he's trying to go. Like, man, I ain't a casual, man. I ain't just want him just to be fighting. He's gonna be 38 years old. Like, ain't no motherfucking, like, you ain't see a lot of the motherfucking greats. Know what I'm saying? In recent times, fighting no youngster. It'd be established fighters with an opportunity to do something to extend their legacy. Him fighting Benavidez is not doing nothing for his legacy. Nothing. Like, it ain't even a big fight. You can use the Mexican and versus the Black American thing, like, to keep trying to sell that the Floyd Mayweather route, but for real,
Cinco de Mayo or something.
Yeah, that's what they keep doing. Like you keep selling it. Like we want to see two of the best black fighters fight for a change. Just like when Brian Norman and fucking Devin Haney fought last night. People don't know Brian Norman that much because of the politics that we was just talking about, But that was a good ass fight. Like that was a good fight. That was a good fight. You know what I mean? That them the fights that we want to see. When I seen Tank fight Frank Martin and shit like that, like those are real fights. That's probably Tank probably best fight in the last 5 years. It's just because it was against a real contender that you know what I mean?
Well, and then Tank was fighting this Tank problem, and it ain't even his fault. He too damn little, man.
Yeah.
He too little, so he ain't gonna get no fights because he too little.
He
Think about it.
is, bro.
Yeah,
Think
yeah.
about it though. Just think about it. Everybody he fight, they gotta have a fucking a weight clause. What is it? A hydration clause.
Yeah, rehydration clause.
Because the motherfuckers that he fighting is really 160 pounds though. And he really ain't even 135 though. He really down there could be flyweight.
Yeah.
Cause he just too damn little. So that's
Oh
his
man, I'm trying to find what is Tank division, man? What is he?
Lightweight,
A light
135.
heavy. He a lightweight. He
Lightweight,
yeah.
135.
135. So Shakur Stevens is ranked number one over him
Well,
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah.
because of that draw.
No, Shakir be getting them belts, man. He be getting them straps. That's something that see, just like Unc
But
said.
in all, we already know that this motherfucker is not better than fucking Javante
Well,
Davis, though, man.
well, this is the thing though. This is the thing. Rankings. It's just like everywhere. It's just like everywhere. Just like in football. Just because you rank. All right. We just talked about this, Chet. Buena Vista
We
High
just was
School
on this,
is for
man.
me.
The best don't always win.
Now listen. Now check this out. Not only that, your rankings don't mean shit. The only reason why they put rankings in there so that the people that's in control can control the money. That's the only reason it's a ranking.
Yeah.
And they'll have this guy rank this high and this guy rank low, and we'll be talking the same thing. We saying, why is this guy ranked like that? And we know this guy's better. That's because it's to keep the money. It's for all the money grab. That's all it's about.
That right there, I can piggyback off that as a fact on the strength of that's what was happening with Bob Earn at top rank. And then you got PBC, Al Heyman now. You know what I mean? You got all these different got Eddie Hearn with Drazen. You see what I'm
And
saying?
then too,
Like all
everybody got
these,
somebody ranked
yeah,
different. Right.
yeah. So if I got you gotta look at it like they playing keep away. So like yeah, they looked up on the top 10 ESPN pound for pound list, right? Even the Ring magazine list. They got
Yeah.
influence over that too. You see Lomachenko got his ass whooped by Devin Haney twice. And he was still considered
Right.
to be in the top 10 pound for pound, man. That's
No,
insane.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
but that's
I
the
think
thing too.
boy beat him one time though.
But I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. You're right about
Lomachenko
that.
hard, bro.
But my thing is they manipulate the rankings for to be able to control the money bag.
That's what I was just trying to tell you. To your point, that's what is happening. You see what I'm saying? To your point, hey, I gotta go. I gotta go. That's not mine. Yeah, to your point, that's what I'm saying. Like the money is there because they got that big contract with ESPN. You see what I'm saying? Top Rank did. It just went out. And their biggest draw was Terrence Crawford. How you got the guy? You got the star already. But you don't like Terrence Crawford because he ain't finna be like Adrian Broner. Out of control, having some kind of influence, you know what I'm saying, that's negative, and on alcohol, on cocaine, or some kind of drug that's impeding you from being the best, right? Them people, they want flashy, yo, they finances and shit. Them the fucking fighters they want, man. Them the fighters they gonna push. So that's when you see Teofimo Lopez and Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying? Like all them people is all those type of boxers, you know what I'm saying, with those type of personalities. You don't know Terrence Crawford? Terrence Crawford sound. He drive a pickup. He from Nebraska.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit that means shit to people, like that shit don't mean shit to him.
That
He going
motherfucker got a
after legacy. While
farm.
everybody
He
was
got a
chasing them bags and all that shit, he was chasing legacy. Now he got three-time, man, undisputed. Don't you know, man? Ain't nobody did that. But shit, what they say? I think Archie Moore or motherfucking Sugar Ray Robinson or something. We talking about damn near 100 years, 80 years or something ago. When it wasn't in the
That
many
is.
weight classes.
Hey,
So
this
that lets
this
you
this
know
crazy.
he's great, man. He great, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but this the thing. They don't give a fuck about greatness because if he don't fit what if he don't fit their mold, that's why he ain't never get the big fights.
yeah, that's a fact.
Now, does that mean he's not worthy of the money? No. But there is people that's controlling, just like we was talking about earlier, Chet. It's people controlling the thing, and then they got the fans looking like they on crack, basically. Like the fans is crackheads.
Well,
Easily persuade.
well,
You know what I'm saying?
here go a good small transition, man, to what I was thinking about, and since the Tank Davis fight didn't go through with Jake Paul or whatever his name is, the YouTuber guy, and now he got Joshua. I think that this sells better than the Tank Davis one because of the height differential, and I just think this looks like I want to see Jake Paul get whooped. You know what I mean? So that's a good. Whoever is this manager on this shit is pretty good at setting up the shit to get him the fights, man. Something's going
Well,
on pretty
no.
good.
This the thing. That's you want to see Jake Paul get his ass whooped, right? But it's more
Exactly.
people. But check this
You
out.
want to
It's
see
more
him
people
win.
want right. And then also, it's more people want to see Tank Davis get his ass whooped. They don't give a fuck if it was King Kong in that motherfucker. Just beat his little ass. That's what the reality is. That's the reality. That's why it would have been more money in it because more motherfuckers want to see Tank Davis lose, just like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way because people criticize Floyd a lot, but everybody always trying to take somebody's playbook. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Tank trying to do. You know what I'm saying? With this whole spectacle, you know, you in a position. You go and whoop Roach ass first. Get your name back up. Avenge that controversy ass fight. You know what I'm saying? Then
No, you
come and set
lost.
something
You
up like
fucking
that.
lost that
You know what
motherfucker.
I'm
You
saying?
lost the fight.
Yeah, because that it kind of tarnishes, put an asterisk on your career. Because everybody always say you be ducking people in your division that's up and coming like that. Those up and comers. That's why when he took that Frank Martin fight and knocked him out on my birthday, I'm like, yo, this what I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
get
real.
these dudes like this that's out here in your division, that's in the top ranking in the top 10 of your division, and they acting like they style can match yours and they up and coming. You see what I'm saying? Like he can't keep on having people in his division get a title, and he been in his division for like 7 years, 8 years, and you still ain't no champion. Like that belt, he got the WBA, right?
Mhm.
Like you ain't even gonna unify it. Cause you see it right now, you ain't selling out no more. Like you got to go to certain venues like Baltimore, Washington, or motherfucking the Barclay Center. You know he do real well in there. You know what I'm saying? But yo, it's that MGM, that Caesar's Palace. You know what I mean? Them international fights. Go over there and whoop one of those boys in their own country. That's why I don't like the Jake Paul. Anthony Joshua because I'm a real boxing fan, and Drake Paul is representing the United States.
Right.
You see what
That's
I'm saying?
fucked
This
up.
ain't just like
You,
this ain't
yeah.
yeah. You feel
It's
me?
crazy you say that, but damn.
Yeah. And we already getting discredited, and they know that the Black American fighters is the greatest fighters in the history of boxing. When you going to
Yeah.
do a top 10, you can't tell me that you're going to put somebody outside the race, outside that particular race, in your top 10 or even top 5. You can't even do it. So you mean to tell me all them people, man, Marvin Hagler, know what I'm saying? Archie Moore and fucking Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali. Like, come on, man. Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard. Like, we can just go on and on. Floyd Mayweather, come on, man. Terrence
But
Yeah.
Crawford,
look, this is the
Mike
thing,
Tyson.
though.
Mike
Chad,
Tyson.
we was talking about this earlier about how, but this using the basketball of listen, what I say about Luke Walton, right?
Yeah.
Listen, Luke Walton was in the NBA and he was garbage, bro.
Yeah.
Tell me something Luke Walton did. Tell me something his punk ass daddy did.
No, his daddy did some cold
What?
His
shit,
daddy
man.
was cold, but he still
Come on,
wasn't
his daddy
shit.
was
How
bad
about that?
nigga.
Dog.
Just
He won
go ahead and
one
CJ and give it
time.
up.
He
But he
Against
won
Dr.
one
still,
J
time.
I'm
though.
gonna tell you like this. I ain't gonna lie,
And they
fuck
was
it, man.
down in the league. They
He
was
was all
down in the
right.
series
Listen,
2-1.
listen,
His dad was
listen.
all right, man.
So,
But he
so,
was just
so, so you got
a big
okay. All right.
motherfucker.
All right, just like he just said about boxing, the African Americans is the best. Name
Yeah.
name
Yeah.
somebody that Bill Walton was better than. Name
Oh, I can
one
name, listen,
person.
Bill Warden in my top 10 offenders. Like, hell yeah, it's a
Okay.
lot of motherfucking people he was better than. Like, Bill
No.
Warden at his prime was
So
one
he
of the
was better
greatest
than
centers.
Moses. I'm saying Moses Malone. I'm talking about, we're not talking about better than I ain't talking about better than Dwight Howard. I'm talking about better than the elites. We talking about the elites. Where does Bill Walton measure up against Bill Russell? Is he better than Bill Russell?
No,
Okay. Is he better than Wilt Chamberlain?
hell no.
Is he better than I'm
Shaq.
just
Is
is
he
he
Listen,
better
better
than
than
listen, I
Shaq?
Shaq?
say he in my top 10 though.
I'm just saying. But
Hold
hey,
on,
a
man. I
lot
done
of
named
people put I
He
ain't
in
hold
putting
on,
my
him in
man.
my
top
The
10, bro.
Twin Towers, Hakeem Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson. That's
he
on
not
one
better than
team.
neither one of them.
No, no,
He ain't
listen,
better than Joker.
damn,
No,
what I'm
we
saying,
talking about
but see,
African
we got,
American.
yeah, we,
I'm sorry. I forgot. Okay, African American. Let me go
He
and keep
ain't
on
better than
going.
David Robinson. He's not better than David Robinson. He's not
David
better than
Robinson,
Patrick Ewing.
Tim Duncan, but Tim Duncan from
I
out
like
of
him. I
over.
like him better than to me. Yeah, man, he ain't dig. He wasn't as dominant as Ewing can be, but his game is better than Ewing.
Ewing,
Like he
Patrick
got more
Ewing.
skills than Ewing.
Nah, he's not.
Oh
Ewing just a
man,
dig.
Hell nah.
Ewing had.
man,
You know
listen,
how you
man.
got
Brian
patented
Duckworth
moves.
was better than Bill Walton.
Hell no, man. I can't do
But
that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like,
I can't
Duckworth
do
was
so
that.
better than him, bro. What are you talking about?
man, listen.
For the
No, I
Portland
can't do
He
Trailblazers?
ain't better than he's not better than Elijah Wine.
that.
Uh
No, he definitely not better than Elijah.
but what I'm saying is the point I'm making is these people
There's Tim
get
Worth.
they get a pass for whatever reason. I don't know what it is. But when I see it, I'm like, dog, this motherfucker is regular. Now, is he exceptional to be in the NBA? Yeah, he in the NBA. So back to this. What I was saying
The
about
best don't get in the NBA.
right. So look, Luke Walton and motherfuckers talk shit about Bronny James being in the league. And I said myself, I said he wasn't ready. I didn't think he was ready. Not that he ain't gonna get ready or he ain't gonna ever be. I just didn't think he was ready at the time. But guess what? Go Bronny. Because I understand how Luke Walton got in the league. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Well, my son just
Nepotism.
posted he's better than most NBA centers today. And I think he's talking about Bill Walton. And the center is leaving the court, if you know what I mean. There's no such thing as a center anymore.
That's the point. Ain't no more centers.
Yeah,
Hey,
and so you can't even compare them to the centers today because they're not even centers. It might sound crazy, but that's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, ain't no. You're right. Ain't no more centers. But my
I
thing,
remember. Hey, listen, I remember. I'm going to get this up. I remember a person arguing with me about Shaquille. This is why I want you guys to go back and revisit Bill Walton's career. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I heard somebody try to argue with me that all Shaq did was dunk. And I'm like, yo, there ain't no Shaq had so many moves around the rim. He couldn't dunk it every single time. Like he had some real skills around the rim finishing. Jump hook, either hand. You know what I'm saying? Either around the rim, floater. He had a lot of little moves that he can do. You know what I'm saying? And people was underestimating. So when you go back and examine some of the game, and you see the impact they had, because Bill Walton was a two-way player. So when you go and look at the impact he had on the game, man, there's no way you can say there's like nine people that's better than him unless it's a subjective thing, because we talk about skill things. And we ain't talking about, just like Unc said, and what you both was alluding to. Y'all both alluding to the skills, because none of y'all talked about team success or accolades. We just talking about the skill set. Better. Who is better? You know what I'm saying? Who is better, mano a mano? If they was even to play one-on-one.
Well, let me say something right quick, though. Here we go, man. This is what I'm saying about where there's no centers in today's game. We got a guy named Victor Wembanyama that's 7'4", and he's not playing down low. But you got Carl Anthony Towns. He's 7'3", and he doesn't play with his back to the basket. We got everybody is 7-something, and they don't play the center. So there's no such thing as that center being in the NBA as it used to be.
Well, we got to acknowledge evolution. We got to acknowledge the way the game. Just picture this. Picture somebody from even the 90s trying to go back and play during the dynasty of the Celtics in the 60s and 50s. Picture them going and play in that era and trying to dribble, trying to do their offensive moves in those times, and tell me how they will be able to adapt to that and still be just as effective as they were. You see what I'm saying? Like, people gotta understand this era.
Right. That's why I said it ain't no GOAT. It's GOATs of errors, because the rules change. Just like I think Corey brought up a point about when Michael Jordan came in the league, they created illegal defense for him to be able to dominate. But before Michael Jordan, when Magic and them was in the 80s, in the early 80s, it was no such thing as illegal defense. You see that? So,
Hey,
so
you remember Wilt Chamberlain said this? Wilt Chamberlain said this in
yeah,
1993 in an
right,
up close interview
right.
on ESPN. Right? He said when I played, they did everything. He said me and Kareem actually. He said when me and Kareem played, they did everything in the league to stop us from dominating the game. But in this day, they doing everything in the league to help Michael Jordan dominate the game.
All right. So now I'm glad you brought that up. When did they do some to stop Bill Walton from dominating?
The 3
Never.
seconds, wasn't it? Oh no, you said Bill Walton. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about Bill Russell.
Bill Walton.
Yeah,
Nobody said
yeah. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I understand we come back, but we talking about top 10 centers. We ain't talking about him being the GOAT of centers.
no.
So
I
anybody, how
understand that.
many centers? How many centers? Just think though, how many centers? Period. Besides Shaq and Wilt Chamberlain, that had that type of impact.
Wes Unseld.
Not when they changed the rules. No, you know what?
No.
Moses Malone. I put Moses Malone up there.
Okay. No, I'm saying I can name 10 centers, right? Just start with Wes Unseld. He not better than Wes Unseld.
To me,
And Wes Unseld didn't win nothing. I don't think.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did. He's
Oh yeah, he
champion.
did. You're right. He did.
Well, Washington,
But
I think he did.
He got one. He got one. He got one just like Walton got one.
But I Walton ain't better than Wes Unseld. That's what I mean. Like, and the only reason why I brought that up is because me and Chet was talking about him when they lost to Ishmael. When they lost Ishmael, and you know damn well Ishmael is not better than BV at that time. But they didn't rank. Yeah, they beat BV, but they didn't go and rank Ishmael in the top 25 in the state, did they?
After that win, hell
No, because they knew damn well they wasn't better than them. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what we was talking about, like how the ranks and how people be put in positions after they do something. They do one thing, and they automatically, this guy is the truth. No, bro. It takes longevity. It takes, because when you think about Len Bias, he didn't get a chance to get in the league, right? But it's several people that say if that boy would have been in the league, Michael Jordan would have been probably an afterthought. They even say that. They even say that about. They even say that about. They say that. Yep. No, not only that. They say that about Grant Hill. If he don't get hurt, Michael Jordan motherfuckers will be like, okay, it's Grant Hill.
Yeah, Brandon Roy. I got a couple names that Brandon Roy was that guy,
but
bro.
If you're chosen, so now this goes back to you chosen. So now Michael Jordan, they chose Michael Jordan. So now we gotta make him be the one. You see what I'm talking about? They gotta change the rules. No illegal defense. Let him go one-on-one on everybody, and it's gonna look like he dominating, but really we cheating for him because ain't no more illegal defense, ain't no hand checking. You can't hand check no more. You know what I'm saying? So is he really that, or did he have help? You see what I'm talking about, or am I making sense?
No, when you think about it, it's a fact. He getting help. You know what I mean?
He's not getting help though. He dominated.
Hey, but listen, when you're talking about the curtain, that's just like you watching a show, right? You got to understand this is showbiz too. This ain't just about competitiveness. They're trying to sell a product. If you got a star that can sell your product, because you don't understand what Michael Jordan did. Michael Jordan is the GOAT for what he did to the NBA. It don't matter if he ever won shit. But to make it bigger and to make the league be able to sell, he gotta win. How the hell could he was bigger? His name in 1987, Michael Jordan, the brand, Michael Jordan brand, was bigger than every single fucking league in sports. Think about that.
Yeah, that's true. But what I'm saying is,
think about that shit though.
They picked him though. Guess what? It could have been if they make, like I say, stars are made, they are not born. They could have made, it could have been Chet.
So it could have been
How do
anybody
we know
ever.
They didn't pick
just let
Chet.
him have like a dominant
If
career.
they didn't check, if they didn't pick Chet, if they didn't pick Chet, how do you know they wouldn't have picked Chet? They picked Jordan, and then they made it. They cultivated an environment for him to prosper.
Excel. Yeah, to prosper.
Right.
They created an environment.
So why couldn't be Chet then?
What about anybody else though? Why did
it could have been anybody? So what I'm saying is, the point I'm making is, they'll make this guy. This is our guy. I'm gonna make him win. I'm gonna make it look like he is the greatest. Meanwhile, it's motherfuckers that would shoot his motherfucking ass under the door.
So you're saying that Jordan is skill wise just like any other player?
I gotta let Cuz know. Hey, Cuz, who has seen the movie Him? Who on the panel right now that has seen the movie Him?
I haven't seen
Starring Marlon Wayans. If you ain't seen Him, you need to go and see it ASAP. It's getting a lot of bad reviews because guess what the movie is all about? Unc's argument right now. That's the whole movie. That's what Him is. I ain't even gonna tell it. Guess you Google it or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Go and look at it and go and watch the movie to understand what Him is. He wanted to be Him, right? He wanted to be the GOAT, right? So it was sacrifices he had to make to be the GOAT. And he was chosen too. But see, guess what? Right. He was chosen as a kid. You don't understand. Right. Did you watch the movie?
This is my thing. No, I ain't never seen it. But when I'm talking about the point where you're talking about he's chosen.
I'm making your point. If you listen with the movie, why did they think? Who took all that time to write this script and make this movie? This was a big movie, a big budget. For this, they got a lot of stars in this movie. Like this, a big budget. Why this story needed to be told?
Oh, it needed to be told so it can expose some things.
It's showing listen, the guy found out that they was watching him ever since he was a little fucking boy. Why y'all think it be NFL scouts at motherfucking Pop Warner games, man?
What? Hence, LeBron James.
Yeah.
He had the name King James before he even got to the league.
Yeah, would you see what got he tatted on his back? The chosen.
I'm just saying. Okay then. So, like I say, not saying that Michael Jordan ain't good. I ain't not saying that. That ain't the point. I'm saying, so just like Kobe could have been as big as Jordan.
But he caught a rape case.
You see that? You see what I'm saying? You know, so it's all about being chosen. Kobe was trying to take the throne because it wasn't given to him.
I mean, he did get like the finals given to him though in Sacramento. So it's not like they just let he's like no, they kind of did give him a finals appearance.
No, because you can win just like Dirk Nowitzki beat LeBron James, Ray Allen, and Dwayne Wade. Now, so goes back to that was their great white hype. They needed they needed their Larry Bird.
Every decade.
They needed their Larry Bird. And guess what? He beat the best in the game.
On a so-called what? Super team.
A so-called super team. So now, just to let you know though how things go, man. You gotta understand that you can't be oblivious to the facts that you see, and the things that you see. You must take it for what it is. You can't shade it. You can't shun it. You can't curve it. It is what it is. Like that's the thing. Like just like with Jordan. Like I say, I am not saying that Jordan is garbage. I'm saying the boy had help. And then guess what? The fans was so trained and so manipulated till they'll argue you till their brains fall out about Jordan is the greatest of all times. But okay, I get it, but I just look at things in a different way. I guess that's the best I can explain.
There's a story out there that's circulating that Michael Jordan was playing in Omaha, Nebraska in the 80s, and this guy shot him out and was talking shit. They said that he took the guy to train with him and everything, and nobody seen him again. They just said he just disappeared off the face of the earth. And
wow.
He never showed back up. And it's crazy. It's crazy though that this guy was giving it to Jordan, man, like tearing him up, and he didn't want it to get out there that this was. He just never ever showed back up again. And so whoever knows that story, please.
When AI crossed Jordan, why didn't Jordan just like take him out in the back of the stadium and kill him?
He was on his way out though. You gotta think, man. He was on his way out at the time.
No, he wanted to.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He wanted to. He just couldn't.
Because Allen Iverson, at Allen Iverson Hall of Fame space, Allen Iverson said years later, he talked to Mike about it, and he was like, man, why you crossing me like that? And he was like, man, I had to because I gotta try my best move on my favorite player. And he was like, I couldn't have been your favorite player. He was like, how? Man. It was because you crossed me. Like literally too, like it was a double entendre.
Really? How you gonna do me like that? And I'm the GOAT. And I'm the GOAT. No, that's what he was really saying in his mind.
Did peep the double entendre on the wordplay?
I heard it.
He said, "Because you crossed me." Cross over and like being
you crossed me over and you crossed me on some man-to-man shit.
Double cross.
Yeah, double cross.
Oh, that was a triple cross because you know what I'm saying? That
was So it's just weird.
But
man.
Jordan, it's impeccable, Carl. This is impeccable. His impact, and whenever I have this conversation on this topic, people got to understand. And I'm coming from basketball. Like if you throw the ball out there and let it roll type. And everything, no crowd, no nothing, just basketball. Who gonna win? That's why I feel like that Jordan's impact shows that they already had stars. They had Magic, they had Bird that they was riding, and Dr. J was still in the league when Jordan got drafted. But Jordan and Nike, that Nike campaign made Jordan so huge that he was bigger than leads. I'm talking about he was generating more money than entire leagues. That's what people don't understand. So of course they're going to do their best to create that new rule. Yeah, let's call it illegal defense. What's illegal defense? Oh yeah, illegal defense is if you playing the passing lanes, that which they do in the 2000s, That was considered illegal defense. You couldn't play the passing lanes. You had to sail totally out to the defense. I mean, to a double team. You had to either show a clear cut double team or you had to guard your man. And if you weren't guarding your man, that was considered illegal defense because you either go double team or you gonna guard your man. Ain't no trying to play the passing lanes and cut Jordan off when he go into the rim. That was a foul. That's why he got a lot of free throws too, because people will put their hand in the cookie jar as he's going into the lane. Why? Because they would have been there if it was a passing lane. If they can play the passing lane like today, that's what I'm saying. It's harder to score now. You got to be more skillful to score now. You got to be able to shoot around the whole entire goddamn court now. You can't just be a mid-range specialist. You can't just be a three-point specialist. You can't just really be a defensive specialist. You
So
gotta
they
have
really,
multiple skills now. I'm just talking about now versus those
yeah.
times.
So they basically they was catering to their star that they had invested in.
Facts. Yeah,
That's
facts.
all
You
I'm
gotta
saying.
make. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, everything you were saying was it's factual, and anybody with a business mind will understand that's
I
dollar
know why.
signs.
I
It's
get it why,
dollar
because
signs.
I would have did the same thing though. I ain't saying that. I'm saying for the people that will argue you down like he is the greatest thing since sliced bread is crazy. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no, that is
They're
batshit
crazy.
crazy because people ain't really looking at. They really thinking like all these business, the NFL, the NHL, the NBL, the NBA. When you look at all of these places, things, everybody really is taking it for face value. A lot of fans taking it for face value, like it's really a fair game of competition. They don't understand that we still got to sell tickets. This about money. Yeah,
And it's gotta
we'll let
be
them be
Because
competitive
that's
up
all.
to us. Yeah, we'll
and
let them be
every
competitive up to a point. Up to a point. Then that's when we got to intervene and make it go the storyline that we want it to go. Why? Because that's going to make more people. It's going to make our game appeal to more people than just the fan base of that team.
right. And then too, every star has to have a counterpart. So that's why it was a such thing as Magic and Bird,
Yeah,
Kareem and Wilt,
Yeah,
Kareem and Bill Russell. You see what I'm saying? It has to be that. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not that, then it's no it's off balance. You know what I'm saying? It's off balance. So that's why they try to remember Kobe. They his counterpart was who was Kobe's counterpart?
really. If you want to be for real, it was Kobe's kind. You mean his rival?
Yes, I mean
it's
the
right.
one that his rival.
Really, Tim Duncan.
Okay, then now you on point. And guess what? I'm glad you said that because it's not about
Are you
them
about
playing
right?
the same
Tim Duncan.
position. It's not about them playing the same position because Magic and Bird didn't play the same position.
No, it's about who in your way for
It's
prosperity.
about we gotta have our star has to have a counterpart, and we gotta go back and forth. That's why Boston was going back and forth with LA because that's the thing. It's like playing ping pong, right?
I mean, obviously,
You see what
it's
I'm
a
saying?
two-team game though, and obviously the best teams are gonna
No,
rise
but
up against
Nope.
each other.
Hey,
It makes
tell
total
him, Chet.
sense.
Do the
no,
best
but you
teams win
always
all the
gotta
time?
have that. It's gotta
Cubs
be
lose a
like the
lot.
Batman and the Joker. It's
Hey,
always gonna be this good versus evil look type deal or whatever you want to
hey,
call it. It's like
Chet. Tell him to go watch the
yeah.
tape of you playing Ishpeming. That
Yeah.
will stop him from saying that. What he just said, talking about the best
There's
will
gotta
always
be
fight. Listen,
no,
tell
there's
him.
gotta be somebody. There's gotta be somebody to be against because it wouldn't be you wouldn't make that team wouldn't or a person is not as legendary without uh that rival
It's
or
the same thing
that
as Michigan, Ohio State.
yeah, every year they go that team is gonna play the hardest
You
that
know what?
day for you.
They
I don't
call it.
care
You know
if
what
they
they
didn't
call it?
play hard all year.
It's called the game. How did we get to it's the game? Now, when you say the game in college football, everybody know what it's talking about. The game is Ohio State and Michigan.
Period.
But it's made that way.
People be losing stuff out there. They lose you lose your job. You lose money.
Hey, I done seen motherfuckers get divorced behind that motherfucking game.
Listen, stuff can happen behind that game, man. That's all I can tell you.
I gotta break it down. Like when you think about it in this sense, right? Cuz I want to talk to Cuz right now. C4.
Yeah.
C4, you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, so listen. You ever been to the circus?
No.
Have you ever been to the circus?
But he been, bro.
No, but I've never been to the circus before. No, not that I remember. No.
Oh no! So well, guys, that's on the panel. Do y'all remember going to the Shrine Circus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, at the Shrine Circus, they got a lot of spectacles, right? As they like to call it, to entertain the people and the kids, right?
Yep.
They got a lot of tricks and magic tricks they do, but what we trying to tell you, C4, this what we trying to tell you, cuz it's all real.
They call it the main circle.
Yeah, it's all real up to a point. Like you'll be surprised if they take off the damn what's going on behind the curtain, and that's what basically we talking about in sports. Like, yeah, it's a competitive. People train for this day in and day out. That is the reality of it. But at the same time, we got powerful executives and lead officials that's trying to make money. And every year they trying to find a way to maximize their portfolio and their business. And that's when the business come in, and that's the part of the politics. And that's why some teams are always going to win in every decade. That's just like the Celtics and the Lakers. They always going to win in every decade. Their fan base is so big. It's damn near half the league. Just those two franchises alone. So they gotta win in every.
No. I get the Lakers, but I think the Lakers is because it's a big market. It has more money to spend and stuff like that, salary cap and stuff like that. But I think your thing of saying that it's, we know it's a business and stuff like that, but it's not like predetermined though. That's not how it works, because teams are going to be like under bad leadership. It's not like a perfectly executed facade of just competition. It's not like wrestling or something like that. It's in the control of the players. It's not like fake or something like that.
Well,
to a degree. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Right, to a degree, it is.
Hey, what's that degree though? You guys keep talking about it, but there's no like.
No, if that was true,
line there.
If that was true, it wouldn't be no referees, because if it was up to the players, so referees don't determine outcomes of games.
Yeah, but
all right.
So no referees. If there are no referees, and the players just play this without any rules.
Well, when I said that for a reason, because referees it's not just the players, because the referee can call a call that'll fuck up the whole game, even though they've been playing flawlessly, and the ref can say foul, and the game change. So it's not just the players. So it's many factors that goes into this. Main factor is money. That's the point that G was trying to make to you.
Yeah, because he's looking at it from a logical standpoint. When everything is not logical, especially in the life, especially how this life,
it's not world shit. Be.
Yeah, everything is not logical. He gets coming from a logical aspect of it. I'm coming from the aspect of it unmasked, what it really is. And yeah, I'm the one who knowingly partakes in the activity. knowing it's a deception. But guess what it's for? It's for entertainment.
That's why
That's why
because
they say don't take this shit too serious because it's entertainment.
and then
When
too, that's
somebody
why
let me
you
get
can
this off
bet
though.
on games now.
Yeah, that's why you betting on games for not just the game outcome of the game, but the individual statistics of a player. Not it's gonna be an all-time point shaving at all-time high now. Because
No.
how is they gonna find out?
Hey, it became that's when you can start. That's why you can start. That's why you can bet on games and bet on any aspect of the games now because it's entertainment. It's
Exactly.
not a it's not a sport anymore. It
No,
used
it's
to be
not.
a sport. It's entertainment. It's like you watching a movie. It's scripted.
No, it's not. Now that's
This
like
is
now
the quickest.
you're going a bit far because there's no proof of a script and there's no if
Hey,
The
basketball
proof
players
is
knew that there
hey,
was a
follow
script.
the
There was no
money.
way that
hey,
they would
Follow
risk
hey,
life and
yeah,
limb.
follow the
follow the
money.
Especially
money.
football players right now, they're risking CT for the rest of their lives to get cognitively impaired for the rest of their lives. Why would
That's
they
because
risk
they're
that
slaves.
for a
Yeah, he don't
slavery?
understand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They're
Yeah, it
slaves. They're
is.
slaves.
They
Sure,
rich
sure, sure.
slaves.
They're
It's a fact
slaves.
though. No, that's
They
a
have
fact.
to do. They have to do it. They have to do it. They're
I don't
not
think so. I think
risking it
they can leave
for
football whenever they
the.
want to.
I got to me myself, I have to agree with that aspect of it. Veil off for what the normal person thinks. You know what I'm saying? That's all we doing. We just having a conversation. You know, like we're just pulling the veil off of it, just calling it what it is instead of just living this fantasy. If
I
you
mean,
play,
but it's
if
not a
you
fantasy.
hear me out, I'm gonna let you go because I notice I want you
Yeah.
to make a point. That's why I engaging with you, so you can have your chance to speak. But I'm saying it from this last point. When I was like, even they even exposed it in the video game NBA 2K. Okay, in the NBA, on the game NBA 2K last year, in the my player scene, the dude is the player that's not as good that's going to the league is and versus the player that's the best that's going to the league. Know what I mean? He's having an argument with him, letting him know that all the spectacle about the dream and championships and all that shit don't really make no impact on humanity. You know what I mean? All it is it's entertainment. The real thing is if you get up out of poverty and you got a chance to change lives from something, a skill set that you had and you was chosen, you was the chosen one. You got to making sure it's your responsibility to make sure that the people that have not where you come has an opportunity. You don't enable them, but you just create resources that wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for you. You see what I mean? And that's
I mean, but
that's really what the whole scope of what most basketball players are not really are not really into because right now it's all about a bag. So they don't not only do not care about the game, but they don't really care about nobody because they don't care about the people, the fans or nothing. That's spending their money, they hard earned money every day to try to come up in there and see them perform when they give us lackluster fucking performances and shit like that. But it's all a part of this game. And a lot of these players know this is just a game. I'm finna make sure I get my big contract. I don't give a damn about winning. So that's where the motherfucking the lead officials, Adam Silver, who's the commissioner and everything, he got to make it so the game can still seem like it's real and it's a competitive and everybody got a even chance. When he knows that's not the fact, you got to follow the bag. Wherever the most money is being generated at, you want to invest in that because they're gonna ride this OKC thing until those guys' contracts get up. Maybe we looking at a good 3-4 more years of OKC being like that, barring injury. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's
but
not
they
because of
still
the
got
league like
picks.
propping up. That's because of Sam Presti and his trades and stuff like that. He has like a first round pick probably, if like a top 5 pick if the Clippers do bad. But it's not the league directly interfering on league operations. That's not how it's working. It's the actions of ownership and how they like do things. It's not like a perfectly. You guys are talking about it as if it's like it's perfectly like coordinated and stuff like that. It's not. It's they're horrible owners and stuff like that. You know, you have Trajan Landon from the Pistons, who was trash. You got Nico Harrison, who sucks. Like, there's people who are not as efficient or good as owners, and they do badly for your team. And there's some that are good, and that's basically the entire thing. It's not something of like scripting or anything like that. It's just more of a
son. It is scripted,
advantages.
son. I hate to be the one to break it to you like
It's not.
that. What I want you to really realize is that if you remember Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his rise to fame is scripted, son.
No, it's not. What's the proof of that, though? Like, what's the proof of that? Just because he improved as a player, it's scripted?
How fast do players? I mean, players already are good when they get into the NBA. So you mean to tell me he's gotten that much better in those years?
Yes, he was already a good player.
How many people have done that?
A lot. If you're a top draft pick,
so a lot of people, but they never become stars or even get MVPs or even get a championship in the same.
I mean,
year.
most players don't get MVPs though, and most don't get championships. Who are like good players.
It's the script, man, that they setting out there. They need the black youth to start trying to play again. They
already tried to play. What are you talking about? They have AAU, you have every single avenue to play in, and more people are going to
but they know that it's over for the black American to make it into the NBA, son.
No, it's not.
It's not like that no more.
More Americans are going into college, into AAU, into different competitive like avenues to try to compete for the NBA spot.
Son, but they're not lasting. You already know average NBA career is 4 years. So out of those 4 years, it's only going to be 20 stars in that year. You're not staying in the league longer than 4 years, man. That's fucked up. Where's the greatness at? Why, if all these people are this great, why nobody staying in the league like LeBron is? And LeBron is an older player now. These newer players supposed to be able to stay around 25 years now.
No, because of the pace of the game is faster than ever. And then now they're playing 82 games, playing back-to-backs. Like people's like health for like, you know, Zion Williamson and people like that. Like it doesn't matter about their youth. It just matters more about the pace of what you're playing.
I think about this, right? Because we talking about like the last like 20 years, right? Say something like that, right? 20 years, man. How old is you, CFO?
22.
So you 22 years old, right? So
yeah,
the whole time of your existence, we're talking about 500 players, right? Around the time that you was born. And 450 of those players were American-born players, right?
Yeah.
So that's about, right now it's 70% of people that's Americans in the league right now. You know what I mean? So that means the trend, if we use graphs, we'll see that the trend is, this is what we're trying to get you to realize, that the trend that the American born are deep. That's what he's trying to let you understand. They're decreasing in the league. And say Alexander Gill, just think about the last 5 years of MVPs, lead MVPs now. The last 5 lead MVPs. You're talking about 3 people. It's been Jokic, Greek Freak, and Shai Alexander, So when you think about that,
non-American players.
All non-American players. That's the trend. That's what it's trending toward. It being on an international playing field, that's the goal of the league. It's easy to see. You can see that from a mile away. And what that says is the guy that's in the inner city who actually built the league, all those players we were just naming, the Bob McAdoo's, the Earl the Pearl Monroes, the Will Chamberlains, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, you know what I mean? All these players that came up, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to have that opportunity no more because it ain't like it was before. because they looking at more international players than they look at them AAU and all this stuff
That's
from
not
back.
true at all.
Yeah,
It's not
it's
that there's
I'm
less
not. Hey,
Americans. There's there's
cuz
more
don't wait,
international.
don't wait to respond. Really think about the information you getting first, cuz you waiting
Yeah,
to respond.
I heard you
I
said,
can
but
say
I'm saying that
it's reactive though. You have you being
I have a
reactive right
point.
now. But
All I'm saying is
I'm
that
gonna let you make it because I ain't done making my point.
yeah, but he said something that was it wasn't really.
I,
But
I want you to hold it so you can be able to know what I'm saying. Come back up off of what I'm saying about it.
I did.
I just gave you the data, right? You just got the data, but you was waiting to respond. People who wait to respond a lot of times
Yeah, because
don't
that
absorb
what I was
everything.
about to say like kind of fits into that, so I wanted to
But
jump
yeah,
on it.
yeah. That cause you know what I'm saying. I'm making a good point by that, but I'm just talking about. Let's just take opinions out of it. I just gave a
I'm gonna say my
clear
point
cut.
now. Inner city kids aren't getting aren't getting like the chance to get in because it's not more about them. It's not about the poor kids who want to play basketball, really like talented. It's more about if you're rich enough to afford AAU, if you're rich enough to afford going across the country to Montverde or something like that. That's who like the boozers, all of these kids, like those Jameses and stuff like that of the world. Those are the kids that are getting into the league now, and it's not a question of America. It's more of a question of like class at this point. If you're the son of a
Wow.
former NBA
Okay,
player,
now
That's
yeah, we're
kind of
saying the same
that's
actually
thing.
almost
Okay.
that's a great fucking way
We
to say it too.
he's
And
saying
I
he's
like that.
saying the same thing. He's saying the
But it's
same
just
not
thing.
really.
exactly
No,
he's
I'm
saying the
saying that
same
it's
thing.
less about uh,
But
international
he's
or
saying it's
America. It's
less
more about
about inner city youth. He's saying it's basically about classism now. It's
I
basically
was I
about if
was
you got money,
I was getting to that
yeah.
point. I
We
was
saying that, but without
yeah.
saying it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We making the same point. I just ain't get to that point because it's a bigger scope of just the elites. We already done had a episode last year talking about the elites. You know what I'm saying? And that's the player. Exactly what he said. The NBA players, the NFL, all the different the actors, kids, former athletes and stuff like that. They got the access first before the inner city kid. But guess what? They garbage
Yeah.
with all that training and all that shit. Ever since they was a kid, best trainers, went to the best prep schools and all that, they still garbage.
Like Duke
Versus this
player.
inner city kid who all he had was the damn playground across the street from his house or in his neighborhood. He sold the game better than anybody that they done had. And that's
like
why
who?
the ratings are down right now in the NBA. Because you know what? The inner city kid is against all odds. So whenever the basketball bounce on the damn court, he's giving it his all because you know why? That's just his mentality.
Name one from America though. Name one poor kid who's made
Cade
it to the league from
Cunningham.
America. Cade Cunningham's like that when he was like on
Yeah,
AAU and he was like a
yeah.
private school.
Listen,
You
my
Yeah.
can't name
homeboy.
any of them because Chet
Listen.
Holmgren, anybody from who's a recent
Hold
draft
on,
pick right now who isn't
hold on.
international has come from
The
lower
Ball
I got.
schools.
brothers.
Hey, hold on, cuz. Let me go ahead and give him some people that's from Saginaw that was poor as hell and everything. But once they got their damn name and McDonald's All American and all that shit, the people that invested in them got them motherfuckers to the league. Like
Yeah.
your dad is right there next to you. You in the same house with him. But guess what? He was way better than Terrence Robinson. But Terrence Robinson got all the accolades. See, it's a chosen. You don't understand the process. It's a chosen thing, man. They choose who they want, and those even the poor people that end up getting that be great and everything. It's investors and scouts and agents and stuff that come in and put them in them ABCD camps, put them in them Nike camps, put them on them AAU teams. They play for their flights, they pay for their housing, they pay for everything. They even move their family. Their moms are some got some. Niecy was all over the damn country, and this 20 some years ago I'm talking about. So guess think it
Yeah.
wasn't always the fact of just because these inner city kids. Oh yeah, you mean to say yes? LeBron James too. Everybody don't know. His mama was unstable. She was like the thotty around the damn neighborhood in the city. She couldn't be stable. She all around getting evictions and everything. LeBron is from the hood, but because he was one of the chosen ones,
But
he
that's
was
talking
able.
about 20. years ago. I'm talking about right now. I'm saying that
I,
right now,
I'm just letting you know if it was happening then. Just imagine now. If that was happening way in those times, you think that the poor people that was great at basketball ain't getting those damn resources? Ain't getting
they're
that
priced out
same
of the game
treatment?
now. Yeah, they can't get noticed because they're not going to every single AU game. They're just playing in their backyard against their friends. They can't get the attention to get a scout, to get a rating, get 5 stars, to go to a good school. In order to get more attention, so they can go to a good college. This is not happening anymore. The economics of that is impossible.
To G point, he's right because
No, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about the you comparing them versus the elites and the other ones, right? We always come to meet each other right in the middle while we having this conversation because you actually making my point. You see what I'm saying? You're making our point even more.
I'm saying that American players are now coming from richer backgrounds, while international players are coming from poorest richer outcomes. Because
they say
Embiid, who
that's
was
what they
from Cameroon. You have Edgecombe, who came this year, who's like from Bahamas, like he had nothing.
Hey, guess what? They was chosen too.
But not on the same.
You know how many?
Was
it's only what? It's 50.
Okay,
it's 15.
You just made my point again because I said out of all that, they still ain't selling the game better than the predecessors.
Look,
they're still not selling the game.
I didn't say no. That's not what I'm saying at all. And also, that's not your point. You keep saying I'm proving your point, but I'm not at all. It's just different. It's a different point.
Well, this is what I want to say. The same. It's only 15 players on each team. It's only 30 teams. That's only 500. What is that? How many players is that? 400 and some players.
450
in the league. 450 players in the league. And you got players from all over the world. You don't think they're chosen?
What does that mean? Chosen?
Billion people in the world.
No, they're randomly selected.
That means that somebody's better than them.
You say randomly selected, that's chosen.
I don't think you know what that means. No. What? No. If you're chosen, that means what?
If you randomly select something, you chose that.
No, you didn't. It's random.
No, it's not random.
Hey, how
it's
is
not random.
Hey, hold on.
It's not random because they've been watching them from elementary and they've been watching them through college.
No,
it's not random. It's not random.
Then you
chose them.
That doesn't make any sense.
Listen, yes, it makes plenty. It makes all the sense if you just really look at the facts of the matter. If I got a draft board, right? If I got a draft board and I'm a franchise, and cuz you can attest to this. If I got a damn draft board, on my draft big board, we naming the 10 guys that we want to select. If these are the 10 guys we want, right? We didn't send scouts to these we know everything about these 10 guys that we want. This is not randomly picking. We're not randomly picking these guys. We know the guy. We know the guy we want. But if he's not available, it's another guy we want that's there.
Yeah, that's how draft picks works. That's not what you mean by chosen. When you said that randomly selected means chosen,
it's not random.
That's not how it works. Definitionally, that's not how random selection works. If you randomly select somebody out of 5 people, then
no team randomly selected.
Hey, listen,
no player is randomly selected.
Ain't no such thing as random. Think about that word random. That means that I put my hand in a goddamn box of a whole bunch of names and pull it out. That's
and I want a guard. I want a guard.
That's a random
I want a guard, but I randomly selected a center. No, that's not what it is.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, if it's random, then you don't have any choices.
Because if you don't have you're gonna pick what you need for your team. You're not. If you got a center already, you're not okay. Then so if they're chosen,
there's a difference between random selection, random choice, and choosing somebody. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, okay, it's still a choice. It's still a choice.
It's not.
They're chosen.
Hey, cuz, hold on. I think cuz really not. He's not properly choosing the right word to make his point. He really
no.
Means
You guys are already talking about. You saying that randomly choosing some.
Hold on. Let me just say this. Hey, hold on.
intentional. It's not.
Let's take that random out of there. He means multiple choice. He don't mean random. Because it's not random. It's nothing random about the NBA, about any draft. It's nothing random about any draft. It's nothing random.
Hey, you
Ernst Young.
if it was random, hey, why you ain't get picked? Anybody could get picked if it's random.
You're right.
A motherfucker that work at Dow Chemical can be an NFL player if it was random. It's not random. You have a pool of players that you choose from.
It's not the pick. That's not the pool of players that are random. It's the draft positions that are random. What are you talking about?
No, it's not. No, it's the draft position. The draft position, not the player. You can pick the random is I could pick number 1 or I could pick number 32. That's what's random. But the player is not. I'm going to pick this player because I've watched him. I've seen what he can do. I need him on my team. That's not random.
And I just spent hundreds of thousands of dollars paying scouts to scout him. Right. Pay them time. I'm talking about hours of scouting him. So it's nothing random. I know everything that is about these players.
I can tell you something that kind of a story that you might want to like just listen to and come up with your own assumption or whatever.
It's a beautiful conversation, though. I love it.
There was a guy that was in a gym that nobody wanted to go see. Nobody checked him out. But everybody that knew the guy, they kept saying, this guy is really, really good. So he finally gets to tell a person to come check him out. The coach, it's a small college. They come and check him out. They're like, oh my God, I've never seen nothing like this before. But all of the other scouts didn't see this guy. They never heard of him. He didn't go to any AAU. Nobody, his name, he's not ranked or nothing. This guy is Ja Morant.
Murray State.
He went to Murray State and he showed out.
Who was his teammate though? Who was his teammate in high school though, cuz?
I can't remember his name.
Zion Williamson.
Wow.
The number 1 pick, the number 1 player in the country out of high school. It was his teammate.
Wow.
But they ain't no Ja though.
And that's what I'm talking about. How like where
he's chosen, man. It's
chosen.
At the end
both
of the
them
day,
are trash though. How can you like you guys are talking about chosen?
Well, you can say they trash, but they in the NBA though. How?
Yeah, but they're garbage.
They didn't pick you. They didn't pick me. They didn't pick you. So they
because
ain't
I
trash.
didn't declare for the draft though. I didn't declare for the draft.
Well, it's a reason. It's a reason why you didn't though. It's a reason why you didn't though.
I mean, most people like it's like the most deserving players don't get into the league though.
We know that. We understand that. It's a lot of, we were just having that conversation. We was just having that conversation earlier about the best players don't always get picked and the best players are not in the league. So that's not the point. That's proves more to the point that they are chosen because the one guy that's from Detroit, what's his name? Reggie Harding.
Yeah.
He was one of the best players in the world, but he didn't get chosen though. So it's all about
wasn't the best player. It's because you guys talking about it as if it's like a, we choose you even though it's the wrong choice. Sports doesn't even work like that because sports itself is a market, and you got to fit. Efficient if they choose the best person.
You got a business. You have a business. Are you gonna pick the best person for your business, or you just gonna randomly pick a motherfucker off the street? No, you're gonna pick the best person for you that you need.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's the
That's how
same
I'm saying
thing.
how.
That's
That's
chosen.
what I'm saying. That's how it works in
But see,
sports.
That's
Though.
Now,
chosen.
guess
here
what?
you go.
Guess
That's
Hold
how it
on.
what?
works in sports.
That's how you chosen.
Let me talk real
That's
quick.
exactly
Hold on
how it
one
works in
second.
sports.
Hold on.
That's
Yeah, because they're
chosen,
the
bro.
best person. What are you guys talking about? I just said that.
Hold on.
Like,
Hold
if
on.
it's
Hold on.
not,
Hold on. Hold
if
on.
you
Hold on.
don't choose people
You
who are
go
the
what I
best
got to
people,
say.
It's the best person
it's
for
unofficial.
your
It's
team
inefficient.
and your organization. It's not the best player. It's the best player
Hey,
for
y'all, hold on.
your
Hold on.
I mean, some
organization.
people
Can
draft
y'all
like the
hear
best
me or
player
no?
though, not for pick,
Can
not for
y'all hear
Yeah,
me or
because,
no?
and
What's
then they
going
end
on?
up
Hey,
trading them.
hold on. Go ahead, bro.
What the hell is going on? Anyway, here you go. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. To me, if I could really be for real, I believe that Kareem is a better player than Michael Jordan. But Michael Jordan fits the bill of the look
Marketing. Yeah, the look, the
of
marketing.
marketing.
Yeah.
Them big fucking goggles is not finna fucking. Ain't nobody
Sell
selling
shit.
that shit.
Ain't no sky hook getting sold. Ain't nobody
That
trying
ain't
to do
getting
the sky hook.
sold.
Everybody trying to do the fadeaway. None no damn sky hook. Even though the sky hook is a more high percentage shot.
Efficient
And it,
shot.
man, and it made him the all-time leading scorer. It's the
Hey,
most effective shot. But ain't nobody
Why
That's
didn't
what I'm
practicing
LeBron
that.
do
trying to
it then?
say.
hey, they tried to, and they are not only that, they tried to make Michael Jordan the leading scorer. They wanted him to break Kareem's record
Kareem.
because
Yeah.
they thought he was the only one that could do it because the motherfucker shoot 100 times a game. That's
35
what
to
they,
30 games, 30 shots a game.
you know what I'm saying? They were trying, but he couldn't do it. That's how you know he was made up. He was made to be that. And they made money off of him and they marketed it and they made just like they put it on TV, they plastered it everywhere. Michael Jordan, Air Jordan, Air Jordan.
Hey,
Everybody,
hey,
that's it.
listen,
That's all you know.
listen. That's why LeBron is the most hated. You know why? Because nigga, we had plans for you, and you fucked up our plans. You supposed to stay your ass in Cleveland. We had plans for you, but you decided to go and do some of your own thing. So now that's why you will never be better. You was the chosen one at first. We did everything. We put you on Sports Illustrated. We did everything for you, and you fucking
But
stabbed us in the back by leaving Cleveland and then chosen to recruit your own guys. So now you just being your own executive and everything, you motherfucker. How could you do that? Guess what? We're gonna try to do everything to make
watch
sure
this.
you don't win.
So you didn't see what I posted in the chat. I posted
We're
what they
gonna
trying to
kill your
do.
image.
What LeBron and what's his name, Rich Paul trying to do? Y'all didn't see it?
No.
They finna make their own league.
Yeah, they're trying to buy their own league just like what Kobe was trying to do.
Okay. That's why, and guess what? That's why I respect LeBron over Jordan because he did it his way.
Yeah.
And guess what? He's the all-time leading scorer, and he played longer than anybody that ever played in the history of the game.
So
And
his contributions are above anybody.
but this is the thing though, they don't respect it. Only goofies don't respect it. That's the point. I don't care if you don't like them. You must respect it though. But
Yeah.
a
I get
lot
that
of
point. I get that, but I think to your point of contributions to the game, I think that Curry is more influential than LeBron will ever be.
well, that's influence.
Hey,
We ain't talking about
hey,
influence.
we
You
ain't
did. You
say
said he
that,
was more
but
influential in his contributions to
Influence
the game.
can be subjective though.
yeah,
It's
we
not
talking
subjective. When
we talking
Curry
about
came in and won all the championships, the amount like the NBA team strategy was drive and kick and shoot threes. Like that's what everyone likes. Like that's why everyone shoots threes now. It's because of Curry.
He's talking.
Well, they were shooting threes.
He talking
You
about
must have forgot about Reggie Miller. They were shooting threes before Curry.
Reggie
Now,
Miller shot.
come on
He was a
now.
good three shooter, but not at the same Curry changed the league on that. Miller
Listen,
didn't.
Fred
listen.
Hodges.
One thing. No, that ain't the guy. I remember back when Curry rookie year, he came into the league and he was starting to make some noise, right? And Phil Jackson was the GM of the New York Knicks, right? And they ridiculed him for this what I'm about to say. But guess what? He was 100% correct. and everybody was attacking him. You know why? Because they didn't know who the fuck Chris Jackson was. But Steph Curry, Chris Jackson was Steph Curry way before him. You know why? But you don't understand because you ain't see him play. But if you saw him play, he was Steph before Steph Curry. But you know what? They didn't like him. Why? Because he was Muslim. Why? Because he ain't standing up for the fucking American flag. And he exercised his civil rights. But guess what? They ain't like how he played neither. You know why? Because he played just like Curry. He used to be shooting long range. I'm talking about shooting off the dribble in the times where you would get that was career ending shit. But he can make this shot so much good that they had to let him play like that. Oh yeah, if I'm mistaken, he gave Jordan like 40, 50 before.
Yeah, he gave everybody 50. Shit, he gave John Stockton ass 50. He gave Craig Hodges
I'm
ass
gonna
50.
put some respect on his name, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf.
Okay then.
Well, this is the thing. Not that he didn't stand up for the flags per se. That's part of it. But I'm going to say what it really is. He did not bend over and touch his toes. That's what he didn't do. Because they like them Negroes that bend over or get on their knees, if you understand what I'm saying to you. Either you're going to get on your knees or you're going to bend over.
Yeah.
So if you don't, because guess what?
Not do that,
Colin Kaepernick didn't do it, and look where he at.
Yeah.
Whenever you don't bend over, you got to go. If you don't want to bend over and take it up your ass or down your throat, you can't be in my league.
Talking about that, man. Wait, what? Whoa.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Bow down.
No, it's not.
Bow down.
You see that?
So that's what he just said. He said
you see Kyrie Irving don't do that shit no more. He denied it too. They don't mess with him no more either.
Yeah, but he ain't. But this is the thing, though.
He can't stop being vocal though.
They made him shut up. They made him shut up.
That's my point.
Yeah, because they ain't you ain't gonna be in a league and think you gonna say what you want to say or do what you want to do. You're gonna play by their rules because it's their game, and whatever that is. Just like you hear it all the time about the rappers and the entertainment, it's all the same.
It's all
thing.
connected. Yeah,
it's all the same.
It's entertainment.
All of it. The same people that control the NBA, and they control everything. The owners.
Name one person who's like, name one of them. Like, name one person.
Name one person that's what? What are you saying?
You said the same people who control the NBA control everything else. What does that mean?
Hey, if you go into the owners, you can look them up yourself. All of them are Jewish.
No, they're not.
All of them.
No, they're not.
Yeah. Majority of them Jewish descent. But
Go look it up.
I know in showbiz, that's the fact. Like
I'm talking about in the NFL and the NBA.
It's a high percentage.
Name one that ain't.
It's an extreme high percentage.
Go look at.
We talking about majority.
The owner of the Kings, his name's like.
I'm talking about the owners. I ain't talking about because Magic is a part owner and all that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the owner.
The majority owner.
Okay. They the same people.
Lakers.
Go look it up. Go look it up, man. Look it up.
You're saying look it up. I'm naming you from my mind right now players who.
Jenny Buss is Jewish. Ain't Dr. Buss Jewish?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
Just do some research.
Joe Tsai from the Book of Nets. He's not a.
You know who the first one that comes to mind that say he ain't? Mark Cuban, right?
No,
Mark Cuban. He is. But Cuban is not a Jewish name though.
They did that in like the 1920s. So
I'm saying. Okay then. All right then. Okay then. Okay. All right.
That's not bad. That's not like a bad thing. They like changed names like. Because they were like in Russia and stuff like that, and so they came here and like made their names more English. And I think that's where.
Why would you do that? For what? What's the purpose?
Because there was anti-Semitism, not just in Russia where they came from, but also in America. So they had to conceal their identity.
Okay.
That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. That's
okay. All right. Okay. I get you. I hear you.
Like
I hear you, nephew. I hear you. I hear you. But anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna say this: 95%, if not more. And then guess what? Everything the media.
They say out of 100. They say out of 100 in 47 teams across all five major sports, only 46 of them are Jewish.
Yeah.
The majority aren't, basically.
No, this is the thing. That's the point. The point
31% of the NFL, 46% of the NBA is Jewish owners. So almost half.
That's what. Okay.
31% for the NFL.
Now listen. Look up who owns the media.
What is the media? No. Because a media is the most nebulous term you can ever use. Name one publication that's owned by Jewish people.
NBC,
all of them.
CBS.
Name one. Like, I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying media.
MSNBC, all the major. Nah, listen.
Disney.
No. BET.
Fox isn't owned by the Jews? What are you talking about? The Murdoch family?
Fox.
Fox isn't owned by Jewish people. No, now I know that you're not like you just think that everyone is owned by Jews. No, Fox is owned by the Murdochs who are like Catholic. What are you talking about? They're not Jewish people. That's how I know you're just saying stuff just to say it without like an educated like background to it because you're just you want to generalize and be like anti-Semitic. That's not right, man. Because there's many like actual concrete criticisms of Jewish people in media, but when you say like everyone's like Jewish, then it kind of like it dissipates the entire argument, you know? Because there's an actual like you can actually criticize, you know, Jewish people like 2% of the population, but they're like they own so much wealth in America. That's insane.
How is it anti-Semitic just for the person suspect that
to suggest
Jewish,
that
the people
they control the media?
But why though? Why is that anti-Semitic?
Because it's leading to like say that they're using it to degrade society and stuff like that. That's how that's like the next kind of line into there to say that Jews control the media, which is like not really true. Especially when you realize that social media is controlled by non-Jewish people. It's controlled by Gentiles, and then you got Elon Musk controls Twitter and stuff like that, and then Google, and like there's not a monopolist control of media by Jewish people. Did you see that?
Yeah.
What?
No,
what is saying?
Saying that there's not a monopolist control of Jewish people, but of media by Jewish people. It's not a thing.
Well, my question.
People.
I ain't hear you, Chet.
No, he was definitely right about Fox.
Yeah, I'm right about Fox. I know that. But I do think, like, when you look at Israel and Palestine, like that whole thing that's going on, there's clearly like, because right now TikTok's being bought by the CEO of Oracle, who's Jewish, and then another hedge fund manager who's also Jewish, and they have insane like ties to Israel. And so whenever it's like Israel, like a Israel like criticism of it, then they'll try to take that down. That's like an actual like attack on that, but just saying that they're all Jewish is just not true.
You know what's funny about when we do have these type of conversations, because I was in error. That was bad error. It's never been a time that they was owned by Jewish people. I think Fox was one of those rare ones, and I don't know what made me say Fox. I thought, but because Fox was new when Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC. Am I correct? People on the panel.
Yeah, that was at the
I think it was already because it was in Australia.
It was fairly new though. I'm talking about like it was fairly new
Yeah,
around those times
yeah,
when he was trying to acquire NBC, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and they was the first ones to really give black sitcoms a
A
shot.
check.
Yeah, you look at all those shows, Rock, Martin, Living Single,
Well, the first one was
And Living
actually.
Color, and Living
Well,
Color,
I got.
Arsenio Hall.
Let me say what I'm gonna say. You got to remember, in the beginning, it was like I think it was ABC that was carrying George Jefferson. I want to say that they the ones that had Fred G. Sanford them on there.
CBS was covering the Jefferson.
I gotta believe it was ABC, man. I don't believe it was anybody else. I don't know. Good Times, you know. I just gotta say it was a lot of shows back then, man, and where. But to G point is Fox really was the one to set it off and give a lot of, and then WB and Fox was the stations in
Well,
our time.
Warner Brothers are Jewish, right?
I think so. Man, what is they Jewish? Warner Brothers?
What, like the people who made it, like the founders of Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're Jewish. Yeah.
Yeah, so
they giving people chances, man, and that's it's real, but it's just like now, it's so much different now to where you can make your own station and it's up to you to market this shit now. It's up to you. It's all on you now. They put it all in your hands. Go get you some cameras. Go get you some lighting. Go get you some shit. Make your own shit. Because that's what it's coming down to, man. You got to be creative in this world and just make everything that you want. You got to dream big sometimes. You got to think outside the box. You got to make it happen. So them controlling this media shit is really crazy because everybody's going to need that one person to sell their product. No matter who you are, you're going to need that one person to sell your product. So anything in the rap game, if you got somebody like a Jay-Z on it and he's wearing your shit on some new shit, your shit finna probably blow up now. You make some sneakers and somebody wear them, and now they on the TV on their channel and make it.
In modern times, right now, like to piggyback off what you saying, and to somewhat to Man's point of the age we in today. You know what I mean? Because that's where he's coming from. He really coming from modernized, assessment of the conversation that we had. So
Yeah.
And when Unc was coming and saying what he was talking about, as far as the Jewish ownership, and media and stuff, it wasn't our understanding and our recollection of it was off. You know what I'm saying? As far as the particulars of media, because that's not the formation of what the Jews really control. They control the like showbiz, like movies and they own 70%, 78%.
Make it.
They own 78% of the music industry.
And they run entertainment.
You know what I'm saying? So so in that sense of it, you know what I'm saying, when you start coming to dealing with more pinpoint, black and white facts, you know what I'm saying? Like ain't no in between about it. Which is, when Man try to stand on a lot, you know what I'm saying? He think a lot, you know what I'm saying, logic. But a lot of times, the truth don't always rely on the numbers, and I think that that's what a lot of this whole conversation has been about.
Now,
No matter what, if the topic
hey, we
changed or
ain't hear
not,
you. Say that
this
again. We ain't hear you.
I say really what it comes down to is the assessment of a lot of the conversation be coming down for as us trying to explain within the conversation that it's more truth. It's more truth behind other than the numbers, than what the numbers say. The numbers don't always tell you the full scope of the story. And I think
Man,
that's where we coming from. But man, recollection is like, yo, I want to just stay right here and just deal with just
He went out. We didn't hear you. Y'all
I
hear him?
say, y'all can't hear me?
yeah.
He went out. He
Hear me?
was talking, and then I ain't hear him. Then he started talking again. Say it again.
Okay, let me do it this
Man,
way.
you on this?
Huh?
You still there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, I just want to. Yeah, but I think that
Okay.
no, I think you're completely
Okay.
misunderstanding the entire
Oh,
thing of like, because the numbers will
yeah,
tell the story if you know like the context behind them. And I
I
know the
ain't finished my
context behind
point.
them.
I was trying to make
You guys are it's conjecture. It's not like actual like a logical like argument to it, or like you have a story to tell with that like the numbers. You're just saying that the Jews own the media and stuff like that, and like just really like just conjecture.
Yeah, but
Nothing that's like
I was making a point. That's why you ain't hear what I said. That's why we was just trying to make sure the audio is right, because you ain't hear
no,
all
I
the
heard
stuff I
everything.
said
Yeah.
before. You know what I mean? All the stuff. What I was saying was, when we talk about no matter what we talked about, the consistency of what CFO was saying, like this, the consistency is he always stay within the lines. Every time he come with his argument is always based on the lines, on the numbers. We trying to explain in our sense is not saying we disagree with him, and I think that's where the confliction come on. Not saying we disagree with him. We just saying like, yo, it's more to it than just the numbers, than just the percentages and just all that. It's
What is there
always
then?
But
more stuff
we hit
that
it
makes
earlier when we said
that
we lost the history in Westwood.
no,
What?
I
The
missed it.
best
What you
don't
say?
always win. The best don't always win.
Yeah,
The
even
numbers
and
just
that's
show
when it comes to that
different.
same argument. We still meet each other right in
That's
that
what we were
same place.
saying earlier.
Yeah, the numbers don't, and that's just a part of what we trying to say. Like, yo, this shit don't always add up. Just like shit, I can manipulate the numbers. Even I'm a supervisor in production. Like, I can make the numbers look a certain way of how we are, but man, we probably could be in fucking chaos. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being
Yeah.
100. You know what I mean? Like, you can't always just go off the numbers or the most loudest narratives.
I mean, no one's going for the numbers right now. I'm
Yeah.
saying like there's
Hey,
a certain
it's
like line of
called
history.
cooking the books. It's called cooking the books.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I'm
not
not, and
even
I'm
like
not,
going.
that's
I
what I'm
haven't
saying.
like
I'm
mentioned
not
like a number
disagreeing
at
with
all.
what my man's saying. I'm like, not, I'm just saying
I think you are. I don't know.
it's
I think I
subjective.
don't know.
It's making it a subjective argument that we basing it on certain facts that we have. But man just saying for the blank facts, like, yo, this is what all it is right here that we know, which is true. We making it entertainment and creating content by having the conversation, which is subjective. Because it's all about perspective. And that's why this is entertainment. And that's what makes this a good conversation. That's my point.
That's what make every conversation good. That's what make every discussion good, because you got several different views. Some of them will meet at some point. Every one of our views is gonna cross, and we're gonna meet at some point. Now, is that all absolute? Not always, but at some point, just like what we were saying, and he brought his point, but it still met you somewhere. Like you were
Yeah,
saying, you see what I'm talking about? It's
yeah,
still
that's all I'm saying.
that's what it is. That's discussion. That's
That's
the
what I'm
whole
saying.
art of discussion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
But it's
exactly
not
what I'm saying.
about
I wasn't
disagreeing.
disagreeing. I wasn't disagreeing with him. I was just acknowledging another perspective. And I think when we having a conversation, I think that get mixed up. Because a person probably making you think, oh, they're trying to force their opinion on me. When really, we just trying to get to the acknowledge that is truth in that also. And that's where we having a discussion about what that little hole is right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what we discussing. But man, like, hell no, man, this is what it is, dog. Which I agree. Like, fuck it, let's just go off of what this is. It is what it is. No matter what other things may seem, it is what it is. I'm down with that. But to create content, having that conversation, going back and forth, I feel like it's good conversation. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause then
That's
when it
good.
started
That's
going in, it
good.
started going into stuff that man like, yeah, whoa, I just caught y'all in something because there's something that's actually not factual. And you can't even use that as a reference. So now you suspect as hell. Because you use something that's unfactual. Am I the only one on the panel? I don't hear no rebuttals or nothing.
I mean, I kind of agree with what you're saying. I think, but I do think that there are some things that are, not subjective. There are some things that if you debate on a objective fact, there's no like, there's either a right answer or not. And for subjective, discussions for content and stuff like that, it's fine to disagree. But yeah.
Yeah, some things like the Fox thing. That's some things that are black and white. Just is what it is. You can't like dress that shit up no other way. You know what I mean? Either if it's for the sake of content. Cause to the viewers, they gonna look at you as like, yo. Put it in the comment section.
Check the comments.
Put it in the comment section. You know what I mean? I like to talk to brilliant minds though, and different perspectives. You know what I mean? It's always fun.
But I'm gonna end. We're gonna talk about one thing, and I just got to get, I got to get it through my son's head about the Kareem versus the Jordan effect, where he looks more graceful than Kareem, bro. It's weird. It's like in a dunk contest. That's why Spud Webb looks so good in a dunk contest, because he's the smallest one. It's like some shit to where the mystique of the game, even at this moment in basketball, there's no mystique in this basketball shit no more.
I mean, yeah, there's, but I think to your point of there's 100% there is. But I think to your point of the Kareem and Jordan thing, Jordan's just better at basketball than Kareem, just objectively, I think. And also, like, the Kareem play style, like, of jump hooks and post game isn't exciting to watch, especially if that was like transferred to like Jordan's audience or our audience, like in the present day. This is not as exciting. Like Jokic or something like that. Like, that's not like exciting to watch.
It's not exciting to me.
Hey, that's basically the point we're making. Like, when you compare Jordan's game, and that's why they say he's the GOAT. It's just like rap music, right? Everybody in rap say You ain't considered a GOAT unless people trying to copy you. They trying to take your blueprint. They trying to be like you. That's what they say about Muhammad Ali. When people saying when they gonna knock somebody out, saying how many rounds, that's like a blueprint. People copying him. All weight classes. People going copy Tupac. You know what I'm saying? They copy his style. So you gotta think. When you look at Mike, when he came out, every damn kid that was a little boy or a teenager in 1988-87 season wanted to go and play like Mike and dominate like Mike. They went outside and tried to do those same moves. Wasn't nobody trying to do no post-up motherfucking hook shots. It's just the facts of the matter. Like, what's gonna sell the game? We need a lot of kids out there dribbling, playing basketball, thinking that they can make it so we can sell our game to them.
But I hear what you're saying, but that's still saying like that has to be pushed. That has to be given to you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because when I was growing up, it was Magic. But they didn't push Magic like they pushed Jordan.
Because Jordan didn't have a
I'm
rival.
gonna say they did though, because you want to know why?
Well,
didn't
kind
have
of,
a
because we
rival
from
though.
Michigan. We from Michigan though, so we seen them. You feel me? So we kind of
I
biased in
know,
that way.
but see, I guess it was different for me in Michigan. I don't know how it could
Yeah,
be for
because I think
somebody
we
else.
kind of biased
Yeah, we
because
just
we
so
from
close to
Michigan.
it.
Yeah,
We so
that's what
close
I.
to that shit where we just like, man, that motherfucker Magic was a motherfucker, bro. And
Because we
when they
saw
came out
him.
with all the weapons commercials, we was on that shit because of where he from. He right up the road. It's the difference. It's just like somebody in
Right,
Cleveland, Ohio right now. They like, shit, LeBron is the motherfucking, he the one.
right,
Shit.
right. Because that's so. I think we kind of like biased against with Magic because we saw him and we from Michigan, so we had access to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't have access to Jordan coming up, but we
No.
saw Magic. You know what I mean? So it's different. So that's probably a kind of why it influenced us a little more on the Magic tip.
And
You know what I'm
and
saying?
and and while we on this topic though, and I'm gonna be serious about it, man, and I'm gonna be sad. I'm sad, and I'm really saddened because Isaiah Thomas is really the motherfucker, man. And it's like we didn't just say fuck him. It said here Jordan, but damn, Isaiah was the fuck. He the one that beat fucking Magic,
He
Bird,
beat everybody.
Jordan. He beat
He beat them all.
everybody.
He beat all of them.
So
So
just like we
I,
said, the best don't always be the one.
they don't always win and they don't always get their flowers.
Take Isaiah
They don't
That's
Thomas
why.
get flowers,
off that.
man.
Take Isaiah Thomas off that motherfucking team. They barely make the playoffs.
Yep. They
Bro, they
did.
barely
If
make the
if they make it, because he was the catalyst.
So, you know, that's why I'm saddened about the game of basketball where, you know, we call Michael Jordan the greatest, but man, he got his ass whooped to get the title though. You know what I'm saying? It's like how he did it and did the 6 rings and left the game, came back. It was a lot of mystique in his greatness too. You know, it wasn't just he was giving it right away. He had to earn it too. But I don't know. I just can't. We gotta be honest about this shit, man. Isaiah Thomas is one of the greatest motherfuckers, bro. He gotta be, man,
Yeah,
because
my top 10.
without
Man,
him, there's
listen.
no them.
Yeah, look. I know this for sure. He better than Stockton. Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he's better than Stockton.
I gotta put him up there, man. Cause when people say name your top 5, they're not putting Isaiah Thomas name. They not putting no respect on this man's name. Like, how in the fuck is he really a part of the
Listen,
fabric of basketball? He
I'm gonna
is
say this.
in it.
I'm gonna say this. Isaiah better than Curry, and I
Definitely
stand on
not.
that.
And you already know that was just to say something just controversial. You're contrarian. But absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Who disagree? Who all disagrees?
I can't even disagree with it.
Hold
That's
on.
crazy.
Who else?
I can't disagree with that, man. I'm sorry, man. And here it go. And that's why I don't even put Curry as a point guard if he's in even in my top 5. He's a shooting
Hey,
guard.
you know what? You know what? That's oh, man. That's a tough one because I saw them all play. I saw some of the greatest point guards play the game, man. Some of the greatest ones ever. But I knew Curry was that dude at Davidson, like his sophomore year at Davidson. I knew that boy was the truth. So when I look at it from, the standpoint of Curry's story, yeah, Isaiah came up from real poverty, some poverty that anybody on this panel can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? So his story overall is more compelling. But when I look at Curry's story and his road to his greatness, him having a father in the NBA, him having no recruits, only people that called him was a mid-major, give him a scholarship just because they can say they got an NBA player on their roster. You know what I mean? Wasn't really even taking them serious. For him to take advantage of all that and revolutionize the style of play, because Mike D'Antoni's system that he created was tailor-made for motherfucking Steph Curry. All Steve Kerr did, because he was an exec of the Phoenix Suns, he learned the system from D'Antoni, got that coaching job, and they made history because he was the perfect point guard to play it. It had to be a combo guard like that with his ability. And now that revolutionized the game. That's the same thing with Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan revolutionized the game on many levels. And the number one is his marketability. His marketability is what revolutionized the NBA in all sports on how to market a player in sports. You know what I'm saying? They gave you the whole blueprint, just follow Jordan's. And they still do it to this day. So when I go to all those factors, and I know I'm long-winded, I'm sorry, fellas, I gotta go with Steph Curry. I gotta. So we split on here. I gotta go
Well,
with
that's
Steph
not a
Curry
bad pick.
because of
It's
what
not a
Steph
bad pick.
Curry. Yeah, I gotta go with Steph Curry, man, because what
He's
he's
better.
done for
He's
the
a better
game.
shooter. He has the most points of all time. It's no brainer.
Yeah, not
Most
just that
threes
though,
of all
just his
time.
impact, like you said first, when you first said
Exactly. Yeah.
his impact. I gotta put him there. Yes, his impact is bigger than the people who pushing the game forward, like Magic and Bird did. Magic and Bird used the old school way, the black versus white thing. Michael Jordan Michael Jordan had no rival. That's why they putting him up in there at GOAT status, because there's nobody that stopped him from getting a championship once he made it to the finals. Mostly everybody else lost. All the other greats, they lost at least once in the finals or twice.
But
He
this
the
is the
only one
thing
that got
too.
an undefeated record
So
in the finals.
yeah, well, this the thing. You say that, and I get that, but you got to understand who was in the league, because Corey always bring this up, and he be on point. Who was in the league that was challenging Michael Jordan? Because Isaiah them was out. They was gone. Magic was gone. They was washed up. Bird was washed up. So now you got Jordan coming. Who was in the league that can challenge him? Because he got beat up on by all of those guys. So now he's ready. So who's in the league after them that can challenge him? So he's supposed to do that.
I'm gonna give you a fun fact.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna give you. First, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that and say you have a lot of. You make a great point with that, far as the competition, right? But I'm gonna take it a step further than just, know what I'm saying, the competition of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take it to this point. 10 years after Michael Jordan, because it goes by eras, man. It took 10 years for the league to catch up to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was drafted in 1984. 10 years after that, the league had caught up to Mike. And it was proof of that when he came back, Rex Chapman and Drazen Pekovic and all them was killing him. Rookies like Allen Iverson coming in killing him. Second-year players like Kobe Bryant was going back and forth with him. That was never happening before that. Like, he was so far ahead of his. So when you look at it, like all the young pups that was coming in after 94, which is 10 years after he was drafted, was coming in with his abilities athletically. And that's when you see how the league shifted after that. That's when there was a shift. 1994. And ironically, he's not even in the league.
And not taking nothing from Mike. But you gotta take that in consideration, though. You know what I'm saying? Because when those guys, like when Magic came in the league in 79, when in 1979 and 1980, you had, bro, you know he was in the league. You had Kareem, you had Moses, you had all these guys, Dr. J, Bird, you had all, and then him and Bird came in the same time, like at the same time. But then the competition for them to fight through, you didn't know who was gonna win. You didn't know who was gonna win. You didn't know if the 76ers were gonna win. You didn't know if Boston, but it was just all over the place. It was like that. But when in that time after they left, whoever doubted that Chicago was going to win? Who doubted it? Who? Nobody. You can say, "Oh well, I think this team is." No, it was not that. It wasn't even close. It wasn't no struggle to. Oh well, Boston to win it, then LA will win it. Boston to win it this year. LA win it 2 times. They win it once. They win it 2 times. It wasn't like that with Jordan. Wasn't nobody in the league. No.
He was better than everybody. The fact that there's no such thing as weak competition. That's a myth for Jordan.
He was better than the competition. That's
which is why he's the greatest of all time. He was so much better than the competition that he was just the greatest of all time.
Right. We understand that.
Yeah, but it wasn't weak competition though.
That's the point we making. Wasn't nobody in the league to challenge him. Guess what?
Are you saying that as if everyone else, like, if the competition is also weak, then you mean it doesn't make sense?
Well,
why couldn't anyone else win if the competition?
That's what happened. We just explained it to you that's what happened. Now you can take it for what you want. You can say, "Oh, he was just that much better," or you can say, "Oh, it just wasn't nobody in there to challenge him." Either way, you're right.
No, you're not. Because there's a clear difference between those arguments.
Either way,
they're not the same thing. They're not the same thing. If you say so, this is not true. There's one thing to say that he was better than everybody. To say that the competition was weak.
But this is the thing, though. But it's documentation that rules was changed for him too. be
No,
better.
it wasn't. Well, if the rules were changed just for him, why didn't anyone else use them? That's what I'm trying to say. Like you're trying to like as if Jordan was the only person who could access this rule that was changed, as if anyone else wasn't subject to it and could use it to their advantage. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
It wasn't. This is the thing, though. This is what you got to understand. When things are set up a certain way, that's how it rolls. Because before, then he ain't the only one. We ain't the only one that said that. Just like G said earlier about how Will Chamberlain said in the '94 All-Star game about in that interview, he understood the game. He understood how things were set up that certain things can happen. Just like with Shaq, they changed the rules. What is it? What is no 3 sec? What's it, 3 seconds in the lane?
3 in the key.
Right. They made them. They made that rule up because once he get the ball in the middle. Well, I'm just saying you can.
Shaq ain't something, man.
Shaq brought in. Shaq is the reason why they brought in the zone in 2002.
Right, because they could nobody stop him.
Somebody to stop him, motherfucker.
So that's the thing. That's a rule. They changed the rules not for Shaq to dominate, to keep him from dominating.
But that wasn't Shaq though. It was for Will.
No, that was he just said Shaq.
The 3 in the key. It wasn't for Shaq.
No,
they didn't change it for Shaq.
No,
it was 2002. Going
zone.
Going good. The zone defense.
That's what it. So this is the thing. You can say that, and you can say everything is subjective. That's the point. Because if you make a rule, because this is Shaq. That's why I always say Wilt is the GOAT, because they changed the rules so he couldn't dominate. They changed the rules because Wilt used to dunk from the free throw line. He never because you could jump from the free throw line and dunk your free throws.
Because everybody was like 2 feet tall, like light.
Yeah,
he said no. That's the point, though. But hold on, this the point. This the point.
Hold on, he couldn't shoot free throws
so
good.
they could like just jump on everybody.
Well, no, he didn't have to. It wasn't a rule. It wasn't that he could shoot them because when they changed the rule, he was shooting them, but he didn't have to shoot them. That's why he was like, okay, if I don't have to shoot him, I'm gonna do the highest percentage shot, and he wouldn't miss because he would dunk it. And they changed it to say you gotta shoot the ball before you cross the line. That's what to stop him from dominating in that way.
Yeah, because if you think about it, he only shot like 55% or something from the free throw line in his career. He really wasn't good at shooting free throws. So that was the reason why. They like, oh yeah, when he's 15 feet away from the rim, he can't really shoot on the straight side, but on the sides he can shoot real good. I done seen him do hook shots from the side, like I'm talking
from
about
the
like 20, for like 20 feet away.
From the 3-point line, he'll shoot a hook on your ass.
Yeah, so he was real. He should have been hook shot in that goddamn free throw line, but they wanted you you had to shoot it a certain way. It had to be
you had to let the you had to let it go. Shot. Yep, you had to let it go before you cross the line.
And that was just to make him. Yeah, that was just for him because he could have did a hook shot and fucking did his free throw, and then the other part of his free throw and did it, but they wouldn't let him.
No, they was letting. He was doing it. They changed that. They made him.
I know that. I'm talking about after when they made the fact. They put a lot of stipulations in the rule, so it couldn't be manipulated. It had to be a flat-out set shot from 15
that's
feet.
what you call. Now that's a GOAT. If it is one, that's a GOAT.
Yeah, they said he couldn't dunk no more in college because of Kareem. They say he was dunking on there.
Yeah, they even stopped him dunk. Yeah, you can't dunk. Like them. That's GOAT status.
Will went to UCLA.
No.
Will went to Kansas. Will went to Kansas.
He went to where Naismith was at. He went to where Naismith was at.
He went to where a game of basketball was created.
Yeah, that's why he went. That was his reason for going. He felt that's how he could be the best. but people didn't know this though. But you know, he really was the first one to get out of high school because he used to play for the Harlem
Harlem
Globetrotters
Globetrotters.
on the
Yeah.
side. That was a pro league. They played professional players. So that basically
Yeah.
he basically was pro. Yeah.
This was before it was the Harlem Globetrotters, before they became a circus act, though. They was really a team.
Real. It was real.
Yeah, that was
And-
the thing.
Yeah, they wasn't no motherfucker throwing confetti in a motherfucker face and and all that shit. That was before that shit.
Yeah, that was a real basketball team. That was just flashy, and they weren't letting that. That's why the NBA. That's why people don't really look at Bill Russell as effective and most, even though as dominant as he was. People don't understand the Boston Celtics and Red Auerbach. They was innovators, and they was decades ahead of the time to understand scouting, to understand training, and all that. They knew how to draft. They knew how to manipulate the draft. Because guess the thing, they got a number 2 pick after they already had championship players on the team. They was way ahead of the game. Look at their draft, and they always had the best players. And they wouldn't let a lot of blacks come in because they said the blacks used to play playground bound in those days. That's why they had the ABA. They had let those guys go to the ABA league.
But in translation,
when they merged those leagues, that's why everybody say when it's a record broken or anything, they always refer to since the NBA ABA merger. Because really, 76 to now is what people consider the league. They like anything else before that wasn't a real competitive league. The competitive league is when the ABA and the NBA merged in 76. Because after that, you ain't see too many dynasties no more. It was hard to do what Boston did after that. Extremely difficult. Especially when they implemented in 1984 the damn lottery.
Yeah.
And who was the number 1 pick on the lottery? I want to see if y'all know that. Let's go on the closing arguments. Who was the number 1 pick in the first actual NBA lottery draft? Right now, quick and easy. Ain't no Google or chat GPT.
It was gonna be it's a crazy dude too, man. I'm finna tell you.
I thought it was Patrick Ewing.
Nope.
No, it's the one dude that played. He played for. Didn't he play for? God damn it! I forget his name, bro. Y'all gonna say it?
It wasn't Havlicek, was it?
No, that's 1984, man.
1984. Oh, you said 1984.
The first lottery. Pick.
That's Sam Bowie.
No, it was Patrick Ewing, man.
Patrick Ewing. Damn it.
The first lottery pick was Patrick Ewing.
Yes, ever. 1985. The rule they did the lottery in 84. That was when it first rule changed. That it would be a draft lottery. The first pick was the following year. Patrick Ewing, 1985.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah, Patrick Ewing, the first lottery pick ever. I thought all of us knew that one, like besides
No, I didn't know that.
That's why a lot of people don't get to know the Roddy before that, man. It's 76 to now, man. Anything else, that shit don't matter. That's why they don't respect Bill Russell like they should. Or even Will Chamberlain. Or Adrian Bailey. Or Oscar Robertson.
Or Dr. J.
Well, Dr. J was after the merger. And he came into the league going straight to the championship.
No, but this is the thing, no. The merger, he's Dr. J mergered. Because remember, they brought him to the NBA and he brought the 4 teams to made from the ABA. So
I know, but I know he do get his respect because in the first year he went to the damn championship and lost against Bill Wood this first year. And then he went again before the 80s. And then he went, man, he had to go. Dr. J went to the finals, man, when he came, because he was the finals After the
Man,
merger,
he was
Dr. J was basically the face of the league, man. He was basically
and
the
he
face.
was already old. But this is the
Yeah.
thing, he was already old then.
Yeah,
He was old.
what was he, 27 or something?
Nah, he was shit, he was 20, he was 25 before he even came to the got in the NBA before the merger. He was already, you know what I mean? He was already old. When he won that championship in 80 something with Moses now, with Moses and Maurice Cheeks and Bobby Jones, bro, he was already on his way down. You know what I'm saying? He was already declining.
Yeah.
Let's see, Dr. J, yeah, he started in the ABA in 1971. So he was only in the league like 5 years.
Right.
He was
So
in the league 5 years
71.
before the merger. He retired in 87.
Right, right. So he was already old when he
He was
won the
about that.
championship.
Yeah, I said he was about like 27. He wasn't really old. He was in his prime.
But he retired in 87. They won it in 84. That's only 3 years.
No, they won it in 80. Well, they won it in 83.
Oh, I thought it was 84. So
No,
4
83.
years after he won the title, he retired. That's old, man.
No, but we talking about when the merger. He was 27 in the merger. He was in his prime at the merger.
Yeah, I'm saying. But I'm saying
He
he
ain't
had
winning until
already
he was old. Shit, he ain't
if
winning
he was
until
if they
shit
would have
like
counted
what,
his
7 years later.
if they would have counted his stats from the ABA, he would be up in the top 5 in all-time scoring though.
Hey,
That's
that's
the
crazy.
point.
I just thought about it. They Jordan, Dr. J, and LeBron James got something in common.
What?
It all took them 7 years in the league before they won their first championship. I just realized that.
I can believe it.
Because the merger in 76, he won in 83.
Yep, I can believe it.
Jordan was drafted in 84. He won in 91. His first championship was in 91. That's some shit.
Yeah, that's wild.
You know what I'm saying? The 23, Jordan and Brown wear 23, but also Dr. J and LeBron both wore 6.
Yeah.
That's some shit, ain't it?
So LeBron wearing what, 23 now though, right?
Yeah, he's 23. Bill Russell is retired. That number is retired all over the league. Nobody never wear 6 again.
But they could have did it for Doc too. That's some bullshit.
They should have did it for Mike. Mike, the one of the reason why they had 4 damn expansion teams. Because of Mike, the revenue that Mike brought to the goddamn league. Hey, listen, this is why Michael Jordan is considered a GOAT, bro. They retired his number in Miami. The owner of Miami,
That's cold.
he dedicated the whole franchise to Michael Jordan by retiring his number because he knew Michael Jordan was single-handedly responsible for why Miami, Orlando, Toronto, and the Memphis Grizzlies, who was Vancouver then, even exist because of Mike. All the money he made for the league. So guess what? What you think? A lot of the players, the NBA players union and everything. What you think they was thinking about when they came at the round table and trying to negotiate for that CBA? Yo, Mike, the one making us get this money, man. Y'all think we want to stop him from winning?
No, we
gonna get some big contracts. Yeah, he gonna get a ticket for us to get a big contract. Come on, man. Let's really think about this, man. I know I'm trying to get a bag. I'm like, yo, fuck that championship. I'm trying to get some millions like him. How we gonna get the millions? Man, let that man win. I ain't saying it's literally like that, but I'm saying like that's the kind of power he had. That's how powerful he was. We didn't want to don't foul Jordan too much. we don't want to foul Jordan too hard like the Pistons did
No,
because
that's
we
go.
can't
We
we
gonna
can't
lose
afford
our
to
money.
we can't
We ain't
afford to let him
retired.
get hurt. Hell no, he can't get hurt because when he come to play us, we only averaging 15,000 fans. Or motherfuckers say, okay, let's see this. It's only 20,000 average. So we only got 8,000 fans showing, man. Sometimes only 3,000. When Mike come, we at capacity. It's sold out.
And you mean to tell me I'm finna get a bigger check, a bigger pension, everything, because this man is out here doing this? Let's
Yeah, because he
go.
winning.
He the
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Shit,
he the
yeah, he
man.
the man.
We following him. We follow him to the promised land.
And he gonna win them 6 championships because we winning in our pockets.
Hell yeah, we winning for real. That's a fact. Who wouldn't do that?
Yeah,
We trying.
you'll be an idiot not to.
Man, you gonna be out of the league. That's what it is. We finna vote your ass out of the league. We finna bat out the players union like, yo, man, fuck this dude. He trying to blow that shit up, bro. He out there filing Mike Hard and shit, man. We don't need that motherfucker in the league, dog.
Yeah,
He gonna
get
fuck
him out
around
of
hurt
here.
Mike. For real. I tell you, like, he gonna fuck around hurt Mike, man. If Mike leave, what we gonna do? And that's why Mike left. Mike like, damn, I'm gonna leave to see if we can even stand on our own without me. And guess what? They couldn't.
They're about to tank.
Hell yeah, the Rays was were going through plummeting. The league was losing all that damn money. They needed Mike just to come back just a few more years and squeeze the last of the juice out of his prime.
So that's why I was saying, and this is our closing argument. And KT, I want you to have Black Hands. I need you to say something at the end of this, but that's why I was trying to tell y'all that the NBA cheats. They're cheaters, and it's nothing about who's good. It's about who they want to push narratives, and they're gonna choose you and make you the one to get their money. Because it don't matter that you think you're good. It's just that you're bringing this money and you're the breadwinner. It's almost like a home. You got to treat the man right because he the one out there going to get the money.
Yeah.
So you got to treat this motherfucker like the breadwinner. That's exactly how it is in business. If you're making the money, you the shit now. Until you ain't the shit now, and you ain't making no money, you got to go.
Yeah, I agree. That was the point I was making. I was saying, like, just like what we was talking about. They chose him, they invested in him, so they investment panned out. He has to win because nobody want to follow a loser. That's why they had to make him win, even though because his first 7 years he ain't win, but he still had the influence because they had made him the star. So to solidify it, he has to win.
He has to win. Yes,
So that's my point.
that's business. That's good business.
That's
That's
business.
great business.
That's
That's
great business.
business. That's business 101.
Yeah, that's
But
great
so
business.
this is the point. If we're looking at it from a business aspect, yes. If we're looking at it from a player aspect, as far as skill wise and just a dog, it could have been anybody. They could have made anybody that. That's my opinion.
Listen,
Just
guys,
like
hey, I ain't gonna lie, it was a great show tonight, and everybody that y'all came up with y'all stuff, man, I was loving it, man. It was a great show. So what I want to say is that on the whole gist of things is that everything is subjectional to the subject. It's subjective to the subject. Everything is so much it's not really clear because there's too many eras, there's too many players, there's different styles, and there's different things that the old people can't do and the new people can do that the old people can't do. So it's a conglomerate of good players out there, but to be
I
the
want to say,
greatest, I believe that you have to factor in marketing. I just think you got to, because that logo alone, the Jordan logo alone, is one of the greatest logos that we've ever seen in our lives, man.
that's the only one we ever seen. Ain't nobody ever had no other logo.
Not for them.
Period. But this is what I want to say. This is what I want to say before we close out. I don't place too much on influence, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. I place more on court action rather than influence, because that dude, like you say, Chris Jackson, aka Mahmoud Rauf, right? He didn't have no influence, but he was a dog on the court, though.
Yeah.
So that's why I think about influence. I don't care about influence, because that's what influence come from followers. That's that new wave social media follower shit. I'm talking about, do you go out there and do it on the floor? Regardless if a motherfucker like you, or if they your favorite player, or he the favorite, or he does it, I don't care about that. What you do on the floor. That's why I love Ben Wallace. That's why I love Dennis Rodman. That's why I love them players, because I love players. I don't care about the star. What is you doing I don't care if everybody loves Jordan. I don't care. Do it on the court.
Hey, the thing that's crazy is nobody in our family was like I'm talking about, like, had Jordan as their number one. No doubt we love his gear now. Don't get it twisted. Now we find Jordan gear because he was the only one who had gear. People got to realize that too. Be like, oh yeah, you wear Jordans, yeah, nigga. That's all we had before. Nigga, he was the only person. Ain't nobody else had no shoes. It was just him.
Not with their logo. Like
exactly.
Converse had the All Stars. They had their colors for Larry Bird. They had their colors for Magic now.
Yeah, I'm
but
talking
that wasn't their own signature shoe, though.
Listen.
But those were the Magic Johnsons, though.
Hear me out, though.
Go ahead.
It wasn't like modernized, like they call that NIL deal, name, image, and likeness. That NIL, that's what Jordan revolutionized.
He started that shit.
Yeah, that's him. That jump man is really him. You had the picture in your room. You had the poster of him doing that jump man move in your room.
The same move. Yeah.
So when we talk about name, image, and likeness, he is the godfather of marketing.
He is the god of it.
For all entertainers. He is the
now that's the GOAT. That's what he the GOAT in. Now that's GOAT status right there.
That's what people don't understand. When we say GOAT, we ain't talking about who the best player. Like LeBron James is the best ever player, man, as far as skills, as far as the way you're supposed to play the game, the way you're supposed to play it.
Nobody's gonna agree with you on that, though. You see that? That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
Basketball. They coming from the popular opinion. They talking about basketball.
No. Influence. They coming from an influence.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't.
Influence of his sneaker, his marketability. But for real, if you just talk about the game of basketball, that's the way you're supposed to play it. But that's all. My point was, nobody in the family was a Jordan fan, bro. Like I was Chet's favorite player was Magic.
Yeah, and that was Magic was my favorite player.
And just because Chet was my favorite player, that's who I like.
You see that?
It's an
influence. It's called influence.
Influence. Yeah, because Chet, my favorite player, so of course, who his favorite player is gonna be mine too. But when Shaq came in the league, that became my favorite player.
Yeah.
I never was a Jordan guy as far as playing. You know why? Because nobody liked the Jordan guy when we played. They was like, man, that ball hogging
Pass
ass.
the ball,
Pass
motherfucker.
the ball, you ball hog. Nobody liked the players.
But
They
that's
liked
why
the
Magic was
players.
the favorite because you could take him and you could be him at any part.
because he did it all. That's why I love LeBron James because he reminded me of Michael of Magic
Magic.
Johnson.
Yeah, he
Because
got that way about him.
and that's what I'm a player. I like playing. I ain't necessarily have to score the basketball because to me it wasn't about scoring. It was about the game. It was about the team, and that's the aspect. That's the angle that Magic came from. And then, but when Jordan came, it was about I'm gonna shoot this motherfucker. He wasn't about making the players around him better until he was about to retire. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he finally got it. He
Right.
finally understood the assignment, as they say.
We was kind of, like I say, we said this earlier, we was kind of biased with Magic because we saw him, but we come from a aspect of playing the game, basketball, the game, not the show, not the influence. We didn't give a damn about no influence. We cared about the game.
Well, it was fucked up, man. We know what's going on in life. So we always know who really is the motherfucker, man. We know that. It's just that everybody always put in all these intangibles, winning, because back in the day, we didn't give a fuck if we knew if you was good or not. You get what I'm saying? We said that motherfucker cold.
Right.
It wasn't no man. If they had this motherfucker or did this or that, motherfucker, this motherfucker cold. Ain't nobody. I don't care. They team started the motherfucker. This nigga cold though.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you with a motherfucker that y'all probably forgot about that was cold. And the reason why I know, because he used to bust our ass every fucking time. Sidney Moncrief for the Milwaukee Bucks. He
That
used
was
to
my
kick
dog.
Detroit. He used to bust Detroit ass. Know what I'm saying?
Every year.
But nobody gives a fuck about Sidney Moncrief. You see what I'm saying?
Sidney Moncrief, Terry Cummings, bro.
Don't
They
nobody
had
give a shit about that. Don't nobody give a shit.
squad.
But we hated them motherfuckers, though.
Yeah,
Know what I'm saying?
they was real rivals.
So that's what I'm saying, man. It's a new era. And
Buck Williams.
Buck Williams, man.
Buck Williams.
We hated them. No, these is the ones that we hated, though.
Yeah.
Because they used to bust our ass. But like I say, man, it's a different era, and the game has changed so much. And everybody got their right to to who they like and
whoever they like and who era they really fuck with, what they thought was the toughest. And I didn't get to even hit on this tonight though, but I know you seen on Gil's Arenas when they said, yeah, these players, they go to bed at 10 o'clock, they in the gym before they breaking their ankles, they breaking hips, they breaking shit that the old people wouldn't even do because they out partying all night, they drinking liquor, they smoking dope, they doing everything. And it's like this soft era, they getting hurt so easy. It's weird, but they don't even, they're not lasting in games longer than the older players. AD get hurt every game. He getting pulled out on wheelchairs and shit. It's just not the same, man.
You know what I think it is? I think the NBA made it like that. The league did that. It ain't the players. The league may allowed a loophole. A loophole, excuse me. They allowed a loophole, and the players is just taking advantage of it. Now, and this is why I ain't mad, because I don't give a shit. Because guess what? Eric Dickerson right now, he's going through CTE, right? He's suffering from CTE. But the league don't give a fuck. They don't care.
No,
So like,
he made their money for them.
right. So now he's
We
suffering.
done with
But
you.
now it's like, so what, Ning? So what,
Yeah,
you know
we
what I'm saying?
done.
So now that's why I'm not mad when players get a chance to get their bag and use whatever loophole, because at the end of the day, you might as well say fuck me now, because in the end, if I break my neck out here and be paralyzed, you gonna say fuck me then. So you know, you feel
Damn
me?
right.
So get your money, whatever it may. I don't care, because the game don't love you. Just like in the streets, the game don't love you, man.
Nope.
So you better get all you can get and get the fuck on. And that's just what it is. You know, and I don't mind. I used to think like that. I used to think like, man, he cheating the game. No, nope. I'll never say
Game's
that.
been cheating.
Right. I ain't gonna never say that about nobody that get hurt. If you hurt, get better, heal up, get your money up. But don't listen, just like your job. Today, your job will be on Indeed, and they ain't gonna give your wife a
nickel.
condolence. You see what I'm saying?
They ain't gonna even say nothing. Your shit, they gotta use that money to put the advertising to get to fill your job.
But listen, they gonna but you better be there on time, and you better punch that clock, and you better do what the fuck we supposed to be done.
Bro, it ain't
You see
nothing
that?
but the new slavery. We know what's up.
Bro, that's why I don't be mad when people say, oh, he hurt or whatever. I don't care. He hurt, good. Get your money, man. Get your money, man.
Because they gonna get the money out of you.
Right, because if you died, they ain't even gonna give you they ain't gonna have a moment of silence for
Shout
y'all.
out.
They ain't gonna have a moment. Let's have a moment of, they ain't even gonna give you a moment
They
of
ain't gonna
silence.
even do nothing. It's over. Bye.
So that's just my take. But yeah.
But yeah, this was a great show, man. I can't wait till tomorrow. I don't know what y'all doing tomorrow, but we gonna probably jump on about 6:00, get it done again. And if I owe you something, get it from God.
God. Yeah, but yeah, this was a good show, man. Good show. Good back and forth. Good make your mind, think, you know what I'm saying? Make you think.
And my man had a good time on there because he loved this. He loved this stuff, man. This is his lane.
This is good. Keep your mind sharp. Yes, keep your mind sharp. And then the thing is, we gotta always expand the conversations on different things too. Not necessarily social issues, but man, there's a lot going on, man. Just like what happened in Chicago with the kids. You heard
When they
about
jumped
that?
on it, yeah, I'm gonna have that on there next time, but I'm gonna make sure I got the videos prompted already and sent.
Yeah, man. I don't really want to see the video. I
No,
already
I'm gonna just have
saw a little bit of
I'm
it.
gonna have the lady on there. She talking with her daughter, and they jumped. She apologizing and shit.
Yeah, I seen that, and it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot goes into that, but us as a people, we got to do better, man. We got to
do better.
do better, man. We can't be making excuses for these kids, and
No, we got to be the example. We got to be the example instead of the excuse.
And we got to we got to hold them kids accountable, because a lot of times, yeah, they kids, but yeah, you know better though.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, man. And I really feel that parents got more in they kids' life than people want to say. If you let them go out and do something, if they start changing these laws and locking up parents,
They'll get it right.
oh, they'll get it right.
Well, no. I'm gonna say this, because just like this, it's not always the parents' fault, right? But I'm gonna say it starts at home, right?
So that's the parent fault, nigga.
Because guess what? You can raise your kid right. Now, I'm gonna say this: check. Your mama and your daddy, regardless of how you might feel, they raised you right.
Yes.
Now, you chose to go out and do something, didn't you?
Yep. Some bullshit.
So now, do your parents deserve to be locked up for what you did? See what I'm saying?
No.
So now, some do though. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it is cases where the parents raised the kids right, told them right
Yep.
from wrong. They know how to
And they did,
respect.
but because they got, it's just like how God give us free will.
Right. So
Okay.
that's the point right there. So yeah, I believe in some cases the mama need to be locked up and the daddy, but that's not every case. That's
It's
all.
not every case. It's just like how every white person ain't racist, how every
Right.
black person ain't lazy, how
Right.
every, you know what I'm saying?
Now we
It's
have some in each one. We have some
exactly
lazy and we have some racist, but that don't mean all of them, right?
all of them are bad. Exactly.
So that's one. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say all of them ain't racist,
Ain't
but
racist, yeah.
and all black people ain't thugs
Ain't
and
lazy.
lazy and shiftless and all that. I ain't gonna say that.
All that shit.
You know what I mean? So, like I say, man, we have a lot to work on, right? Because a lot of it
Yeah.
stems from past trauma. And a lot of times we think because it didn't happen to you, you think a person is making excuses. But how is it that if you can pass down a disease, if a disease can be hereditary, then why can't behavior?
It's the same thing.
Right. So what happened to people in the past can affect their future, their
That's what
immediate future and their distant future also.
yeah.
You see what I'm
At
saying?
one time.
Right.
You're
So,
right.
but yeah, that's another day. We should have a topic like that so we can dive into that and see what people's mind is,
Opinion
or thought
or
is on that.
where they thought process at.
Yeah. So
But
yeah,
tomorrow, man,
man.
we'll be on at 6 o'clock. And thank you everybody for watching. If you watch it later, give us some subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. And whoever was on the show tonight, just watch the show and pass it on to a couple people.
Yep.
We might be able to make little small short clips about it, put it on, post it, and let's just keep on pushing this thing right here, man.
And
But
building.
Happy Face Podcast is another show,
Another show.
and we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, Black Hands, AZ My Zone,
Yep.
Cheddar Bob,
For sure.
out. Excellence.